Shake the jitters off. You know what I'm saying? Get ready, a little piece.
Okay, period.
Welcome to Best Roller, home of the high rollers, and I got a special guest with me.
It's me and Macc, the pretty hustler.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Where are you from, and what's your nationality?
I am from Chicago, Illinois, and my nationality is African American.
Not mixed with Indian, none of that.
I mean, of course, when you do the little test, it might be some of that down the line. Because we got some good hair in our family, but.
For sure.
I'm a nigga.
Describe your upbringing in Chicago and your experience.
My upbringing, I would describe myself as very spontaneous, outside, know everybody, know the neighbors kids, know the guy at the corner store, know the restaurant man, know just one of them type of people. I could say I get that energy from my mom, because my mom one of them people. You go anywhere with her, she gonna stop and talk to somebody. Either she know them or she don't know them. She just know how to talk to people and stuff like that. And as annoying as that was, as I get older, I'm like, dang, I'm just like my mom. Because like I said, that's kind of like what my upbringing is. And I feel like that made me to who I am now, which we'll get further into that. But, I say that to say because, especially in Chicago, it's popular to live in one neighborhood and one block and claim that block and name it this world and that city and you know how them blocks be.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't grow up on just one block, at my grandma's house. My grandma been living there for 10, 15 years. I didn't have that. I moved a lot, went to different schools and stuff like that. And, ultimately it played a part in, my personality and who I am today. You feel me?
Okay. See, it's different in Florida, right? It's really like neighborhoods. It's not really blocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're from this neighborhood, that's where you're from. From that neighborhood, that's where you're from. Type shit.
You from what part of Florida?
Palm Beach. Yeah. Born and raised. Really, I'm Jamaican too, because I lived in Jamaica for a little piece. Cause my whole family's Jamaican. But
why?
So yeah, you feel me?
I used to work with Jamaicans too.
You used to work with them?
It was a company, an accounting firm with CPAs and tax preparers and all the above. And I'm in school currently right now for accounting. I've been doing accounting work since I was 17, so I was up in there. And they all Jamaicans. They all family. The father owns it. Then his children. The father in his 80s. Then it's his children who in their 30s, 40s, and then they had the other people under them. So it was a whole family of them. And it was a vibe working with them. It was such a vibe. I love Jamaicans.
They be serious. But they be having fun too, ain't it? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like when they get serious, that accent, because they got a good, except for the father, he got that accent, but he could still speak well. But the rest of them is like, their accent, they know how to turn it on and off. You feel me? And I think it comes from them growing up in America when they was young. The father, he was born and raised in Jamaica forever, so. Okay. They accent kind of kick in out of nowhere. And also, Chicago is known for their Jamaican jerk spots. It's a lot of them.
Oh, I know.
Spots, food and Caribbean. So good.
I know. I be seeing on Instagram the little jerk spots, some fire ass restaurants in Chicago. I'm talking about.
We got the best food if you want to talk about it. We got the best food.
Man, listen, boy. Y'all got the best pizza for real.
We got the best pizza, which is we got the best Italian food, best African food, best Jamaican food, best Chinese food, best Mexican food.
Say that.
All of it.
Say that.
What's up?
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Okay.
Capricorn sun, Pisces rising, my moon's at a Sag.
Okay.
It was like, I'll cuss your ass out.
Right.
Then I ignore you. And then, I might apologize for it all. Because, I always take accountability and find lessons and everything.
Sour than sweet type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. What's your opinion on zodiac signs?
My opinion on life changes every day. But on zodiac, I feel like people underestimated because it's astrology, and astrology is the study of planets. And when you think about it, like I said, my sun sign is Capricorn, but my moon sign is Sagittarius. All the planets, Mercury, Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune, you have signs for all of that. But the only way to determine that is to know your birthday, the city and state you was born, and the time you was born. So I know the exact time I'm born. That's why I know my whole chart. And I feel like when people, you could get, all you gotta do is look at your birth certificate. If it's not on your birth certificate, you can get a copy of it from the birth certificate government website where they would print out the original one, because the copies don't have the date of time.
Okay.
The original one has the time. So if you get a copy, and this is for anybody watching, if you get a copy, it has all your information, and then it got the time you were born. So once you do that, you can go to the natal chart. It's free. Put in your name, city and state, time you were born. Literally a whole chart pops up with all your planets, what sign is in every planet. Every planet means something. So, for example, Venus. Venus is like the planet of love and relationships. And you know what I'm saying? I have that in Sagittarius. So, a little one, too, is like, I'm very spontaneous in love. I love excitement. I love to try new things. I love to explore with my partner. Like, I'm very, let's do this, let's do that, da, 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 da. But once I get overstimulated, or once I get, like I said, I will like cuss your ass out, or like lash out with my words, because Sagittarius are real witty with their words, and then I will leave. Like, I have like a leaving, she's a runner, she's a track. I would leave. I would leave the same. Like, literally, I would cuss her ass out, leave, and ghost you, and probably never even meet again. So, that's just a little 1-2. Yeah. And, I feel like it helps you understand yourself. You feel me? Like, because, even though all this shit is man-made, I still feel like it's a good technique to dive into yourself and understand yourself, because like I said, every planet means something different. It's a planet for communication, for wealth, and what you want to do in life. One of the most, it even got other stuff, like it's a whole chart. Like, once you read into it, it's like you're reading about yourself. You be like, dang, like it go deep. They got the houses, house 1 through 12, with the planets, da 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 da. One of the most important things that I learned about with the zodiac is the North Node versus the South Node, kind of like North Pole versus the South Pole. So your South Node is what you're operating in this lifetime. So I'll say Mass, for example, is Aquarius. So I'm real like laid back, chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own type of person. Did I say Aquarius? Yeah, Aquarius. I'm laid back, chill, my own type of person, very unique. You know what I'm saying? I talk to who I want to talk to, kick it with who I want to kick it with. And if I don't kick it with you, I'm not going to kick it with you at all. Mm-hmm. North Node is like, during your lifetime, this is what you need to go into. So normally it's the opposite. So the opposite of Aquarius is Leo. So in this lifetime, my North Node in Leo is to get from behind the scenes and step into that spotlight. Leos are known to be center of attention, to be the star, the sun of the room.
That's a fact.
So in this lifetime, it's meant for me to be the star, be the center of attention, even though I don't crave it. I don't ask for it all the time. I naturally get it, but I don't crave it. I could live without it. I'm one of them people where I don't mind being in my shell. I'm like an introvert, extrovert. Like, I know how to be around people, but after a while, I need to go back to my shell. I need to
charge and shit.
Yeah, so back to the question. That's what I learned about zodiacs. The more you dive into it, the more you're like diving into yourself and understanding yourself. And I feel like when you understand yourself, you understand how to navigate the life. Because it's a video of Will Smith saying, nobody can give you advice on your life. It's your life. People can only tell you what they've been through, what they experienced, and just share it with you, and you can do what you do with that information. But can't nobody tell you nothing about your life. So the best thing in life is to learn yourself, which is a journey. It's not an overnight thing. You learn yourself. And I feel like learning astrology is one of the quickest way to tap into it. And eventually you'll tap into yourself spiritually, diving within, and that takes you on a whole nother path.
Okay. See, I'm a Virgo. I don't know about the sun and rising shit, but I know I'm a Virgo. And when I read the zodiac signs of all of them, right? I used to read all of them. When I read about mine, I'm a Virgo to the T type shit. Like all the way type shit. And I'm just like, damn.
I can see that. Like, you real on your P's and Q's, especially when it came to this interview, you really on it. I did a couple other interviews in the past, but you own it.
Well, yeah, you own it just when it comes to everything. I take it professional. I ain't gonna hold you.
Exactly, that's what it is. You're very professional, and people underestimate those traits, those business. We call it business etiquette. They underestimate those traits. Like you're supposed to be professional all the way around. It don't matter how many followers you get, how many views you got. You got to keep this professionalism at all times because you never know who you're talking to, who you might run into.
For real, especially nowadays.
Tomorrow you might blow all the way up, and if you was being rude to people when you was down low, they gonna remember that. And as soon as you blow up, you're gonna be going viral for that. I remember Best Brother TV did me an interview back in 2023, and he did this and this. You know how all that stuff happened when you finally blow up.
Unnecessary bullshit.
I live by that myself. I live by treating people how I want to be treated, no matter what the circumstances is. I treat people how I want to be treated. I move, you know what I'm saying, how I move, and I feel like that's how I personally get for our life. So that's how I can relate to you, or your professionalism, your good customer service, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like, other niggas be so caught up in their feelings, right? That, like, because you know how you canceled on me twice? Niggas would have been like, oh, this and that. Nah, not me. I know how life could work, you feel me? I know how life works. I ain't tripping.
And I ain't canceled, I rescheduled.
Yeah.
I be overbooking my own self. I need an assistant at this point because I be doing too much myself. And I be
post on Indeed, LinkedIn, shit.
Yeah, I am some. Link come.
Yeah. You said you attend college, right? What is your major?
I major in business and accounting.
Mm-hmm. And why?
I've known I wanted to be in business. Well, I know I wanted to be a boss since a little girl. Like, I'm from Chicago. We got these big old cities. I mean, these big old buildings downtown with the high-rise building. And I just always told myself, like, I want me an office in a high-rise. I want to be a CEO. I didn't even know what it stands for. I just knew it meant boss. Ever since I was 7, I was like, I want to be a CEO. I had my first lemonade stand, Kool-Aid stand. I used to sell my toys that I won't play with no more. I used to make like hundreds of dollars before the age of 10. Okay, but my mom and daddy would spend my money. When you make your parents hold your money, I'll hold it for you. And they're spending it. Mm-hmm. They would spend my money, but I always made money. I always been and still am a solution-based person. So when it comes to a problem, I think the solution is real quick. Like, I'm that type of person. What you want to do about it? What you trying to do? Mm. Whether I'm helping other people or if it's myself, what you want to do? Like, even with myself, even when I'm going through things in life, like, I can't even sit and dwell on it for too long. I'm already thinking of a solution. Like, okay, after a couple minutes of crying, being mad, doing this, letting it all out, what's next? I think of some next. Like, I'm one of them type of people, and so many people come to me. And I help so many people with their problems, whether it's small, big, even random stuff, like just random stuff, because I've always been that type of person. And by the time I hit high school, we had majors in our high school, and we had business. So, of course, I got into there. And how I got into accounting was my business teacher. I always been that girl who was quick with math, quick with money. I count money fast like a little baby, okay? Mm-hmm. He put me in the accounting program. So I'm like one of them people. I always been smart. I got my own mind and I'm just my own person. Like, I had teachers and friends call me Boosie Daddies because I just used to always do what the fuck I wanted to do. But I always had a good head on my shoulders. So in high school, I started declining in grades and, behavior. You know how they go. But they knew my potential. And my business teacher knew my potential. Shout out to him, Mr. Beans. We still locked in to this day. He always looked out for me. That's why I tell people, treat people how you want to be treated because you never know down the line when you might need them.
Sure.
So at this time, this like 2017, he got me into an accounting internship downtown Chicago at one of the biggest universities in Chicago. It was a paid internship. It was a selective internship for all the students in Chicago. It wasn't just from my school. It was from all students in Chicago. It was like the top 50 students, and I got accepted. I was 1 out of 50. Well, I was number 1 out of 50 at the end of the program. So I was number 1 of the class. All my exams and assignments was 100%, no 99, no 96. All my assignments was 100%. I remember verbatim taking the test. Online how you taking the test. We all up in there taking tests, and we not even in individual seating. We sitting in tables, so it's people all like next to me. We taking the test. I was taking the test so fast, but getting it right because my man worked like it. I was going so fast. The teacher, you know how it's quiet. The teacher called out. He was like, I ain't gonna say my government. He was like, Mia. He's like, are you cheating? I'm like, no, because the class so quiet. It was like, no, she's not cheating. It was like, no, she's not cheating. No. Because, you know, it's students next to me or whatever. It's like, how are you on question? It was like 30-some questions. He was like, how are you on question 18? And everybody else is still like on
because I'm like
the first 5 questions. I was going so fast on that test, he thought I was cheating. So, you know, I ended up still having a good relationship with him. I'm just one of them people who keep relationships with people as long as I can, if it's worth it. And, you know, vice versa. When people see my energy, they be trying to keep it with me as well. But, yeah, that's how I got us a bit. Well, I always wanted to be a business, but that's how I kind of jumped into accounting. And then from there, I kind of got more opportunities. Like I said earlier, I ended up getting a position working at an accounting firm with some Jamaicans. Shout out to them. I even worked for JP Morgan downtown. If you know, that's Chase. So I wasn't working for the bank. I was working for JP Morgan, you know, doing the behind the scenes stuff, you know, really dealing with confidential information to all the bank people, you know, that type of stuff.
That's what's up. Look at you being a boss lady. I see you.
Okay.
Me, my major was business too, but for some reason I can't go to school. I don't know. I just can't do
it. That's how I'm feeling, because, you know, I've been in and out of school for the past 6 years. And, you know, I still ain't graduated. I was supposed, you know, you graduate 4 years. So, but I could say I got my, I am certified. I just recently got certified in small business management. I just completed a 8-week, or was it 8 or 12? I think it was 12-week course for small business management. So I'm now certified in that. So
that's what's up.
It was the same day Nicki Minaj had her concert in Chicago. And I missed that to get my certifications. So
yeah, that's more important than getting your certification.
Yeah, it's more important. Yeah.
You like traveling?
Yes, it's definitely more important, and I'm, you know, proud of myself because, like you said, how you feel about school is how I feel. Yeah. So me sitting there doing all that, and get my certification, and, you know, I tell people that too. Like, whether you get your degree or not, at least get something under your belt. You feel me? Like, don't feel like you have to pursue that degree, because half the time the shit that we be wanting to do in life, we don't need a degree for that shit.
You always got to look good on paper. Always.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever certifications, whatever courses, online courses you can do, you can take it and do it. Because I done spent so much money learning information on courses and webinars and seminars from random people than I did being in college, spending tens and thousands of dollars. You feel me? So,
it doesn't matter if you're certified in picking up trash. You better than fucking 80% of America right there.
Exactly. So no matter what, get them certifications, because, you know, all of that stuff goes there and it looks good. It looks good. I got certifications in so much random shit. You feel me? I'm certified in Microsoft Office. I'm certified in financial planning. I'm certified as a credit specialist because, like you know, I do credit repair in real life. And I'm certified in that. I'm certified in basic disputing for credit repair. I'm certified in bookkeeping. I'm certified in financial budgets, creating financial budgets for families and youth. So all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit lined up.
You snap. Keep stacking them. Don't ever stop.
That's what I'm telling people. That's what I'm telling the camera too. Keep stacking them. Keep getting them. I don't care if you're certified in ABCs and 1, 2, 3. You could tell people I'm certified in my ABCs and 1, 2. I'm certified in the alphabet. And tell me nothing about words. I'm certified in the alphabet. That's the type of person I am. Like, you can't tell me I'm certified in you feel me? So
type shit.
Get your certifications, because that's what a degree is. A degree is just a high level certification.
That's it.
No matter what it is, whether you want to be a life insurance agent, you got to take an exam and get certified for that. Everything you got to get certified for. So, I'm certified in what you call it?
What? Massaging?
When you start choking.
Oh, CPR.
CPR.
Yeah.
See, don't choke around me, because even though I'm certified, I don't know what to do. I forgot, but I'm certified.
My dad actually teaches classes to give people the certification for CPR.
And see, even with a certification like that, you know, I could be a lifeguard making $20+ an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in Chicago, we have a lot of park districts. And a lot of our park districts got fields, got park houses, and got pools. Mm-hmm. So during the summer, that's an easy. I could bounce around in any park district in any neighborhood I choose and be a lifeguard and just sit there and be cute and just make sure I know how to drown. But that's not what I want. That ain't what I want. But, you know, just by having a certification, it just puts you in lanes and fields to better get a chance of a job. Just how they say a degree do, certifications do all the same shit. Okay?
Yeah. You like traveling?
Do I? I love to travel.
Where are you in? Just on the top of your head.
I recently just came back from Houston for being out there for a few months. Been to Dallas. I've been to Detroit, Michigan. I've been to Orlando, Florida. I've been to Puerto Rico like 3 times. I've been to Arizona, Phoenix. I've been to St. Louis, Missouri. I've been to, I'm trying to think, Atlanta. I have family out there. I lived in Iowa and Nebraska. I've been to
Nebraska. What's in Nebraska?
I know everybody say that, but Nebraska was actually a good time. You know Gabrielle Union, the black lady actress? Yeah. She's from Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha like the hood, but I lived in Lincoln. Ooh.
She's from Nebraska?
Not my rain light that went off mid-interview. Yeah, she's from Omaha, Nebraska. But that's like the hood city. You know how every city got like the hood and the good part. Yeah. I lived in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is the capital. Mm-hmm. And at the time when me and my mom and my sisters lived there, it was one of them good states for like women and kids. Mm-hmm. And we went to a good school. At the time, I was entering middle school, which is grades 6 through 8. So I was in 6th grade entering middle school. My sister was still in elementary. And when I went to middle school, it was like high school. We had our own lockers. We had 8 classes, 8 periods. So I was taking we wasn't taking like math, science, and art like regular elementary school. Like, no, we was taking French, Spanish. I was taking cooking classes. I learned how to sew on a sewing machine. We was making pillows and stuff. Crazy. We was up in the gym playing all type of sports. We had a boys and girls club in our school. Our lunch was phenomenal. I'm one of them people too. If the food good, I'm slamming it. I don't play about no food. So even back then, the lunch was good. We had great selection. We had a vegan selection. We even had a dessert selection where we had desserts on tiers. You would think it was the cupcake wars. The food was stacked up. The school was big. Our recess time was volleyball with sand, a soccer field, a track field, multiple basketball court, a tennis court. I used to take cabs to school. Like, life was good.
It sounds like a resort. Fuck a school.
It was good. You know what I'm saying? Made friends. A lot of friends. You know, and it wasn't what people thought it was. I had a lot of black friends. It was people from Chicago that lived there. It was people from all over. Well, it was very diverse.
Yeah, I already know Nebraska's diverse. I already know. Before I knew, I thought it was just white people, but as I got older and met people, I knew Nebraska was diverse for real.
Yeah, Nebraska is very diverse. I had a lot of African friends, Asian friends. Like, you know, Iowa is country, and it is a lot of white folks there. But, you know, when you go to the hood, it's a lot of black people too. So I lived in the hood, and, you know, their schools is small. It's, you know, fields and cornfields everywhere, raccoons everywhere. You know, very small. Everything closes early. Damn near need a car to get around. Lincoln, Nebraska was a bigger city, so it was easier to get around. See, I'm a city girl. I'm from Chicago. We used to shit being open 24 hours. So even being in Houston, when I seen that they gas stations closed at a certain time, I was like, because I'm used to shit being open, like, you know. Mm-hmm. So even transportation, like Lincoln, Nebraska, they had transportation where you could get around on buses or whatever you need to do. Iowa, like, you need a car, like, you know, that type of vibe. And I had to pick. I would pick Nebraska, but overall, I'm a city girl. I love Chicago, and yeah.
Nebraska is different though.
It is. It was such a vibe. Now, the funny part is, before we moved there, we was living in Chicago, and, you know, life was life at the time. And my mom, even though my mom have kids older than me, I'm the one who been around her a lot. So, you know how your parents might have you young. I ain't saying she had me young because I got older siblings. I'm just saying well, you know, when parents have their children young and they kind of close with them and they kind of grow up with them. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of vibes me and my mom had. So, mind you, I'm like 11, and we're talking. We having these talks before we even move. She's telling me that we finna move. Mind you, my mom is a big HGTV watcher. You know what that is? But where they be showing the houses on TV.
Oh, okay.
On cable HGTV. Yeah, it's on cable HGTV. They be having all the houses and that's that channel, the house channel. So she was watching HGTV. They showing the houses and people watching houses and buying it. And I guess it was an episode of somebody in Nebraska buying property in Nebraska. And I remember her telling me, because we was living with a family member at the time. We was living with my auntie. And she was just like, she's like, we gonna move to Nebraska. I was like, Nebraska? All I could think of was mountains and goats and snow and freezing cold. That's all I thought of. So I'm like, Nebraska? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna move to Nebraska. And next thing you know, I'm telling you, like less than a month, we had got new phones, new clothes, new shoes. She bought the train, because we took the train, the Amtrak. That was a 12-hour ride, and we was gone.
Yeah.
We was gone. So we got up out of there, you know, living with family. You know, you love family, but, you know, live with them, be just...
Yeah, it'd be draining, mentally draining.
Mentally, financially, just a lot of little petty shit that wasn't even necessary was going. It was just a lot. And then we was still going to see. I grew up on every part of Chicago, north side, south side, east side. My daddy people from the west side, so I already grew up on the west side. But growing up as a child, my childhood grew up on the north side. So during this time, we would still go to school up north, but our family lived out south, and she didn't want us going to the out south school because they was, you know, so she wanted us to stay up north. So we would travel north and south every day because we were staying with family on the south side, but our schools was up north. So we was tired of that, and then, you know, being with our family, you know, I started getting caught up to like the street shit. Not in a bad way, but, you know, just being outside.
You're around it,
so I was fighting at a young age, you know what I'm saying? I'm being bad, cutting up my clothes and making it shorts and cutting up my t-shirt, and wanted to be outside all night, and I wanted to start going to that school too because I started getting cool with the people in the neighborhood. My mom was like, you ain't going to that badass school. You know how that goes. So she took us, moved us to Nebraska, and like I said, it was good schooling, good everything. And I feel like it helped with my path now today, because I feel like if I would have stayed in that area, stayed in Chicago, I probably would have been a hood rat, tatted up, all type of shit. You feel me? So after that Nebraska life, came back to Chicago after a close family member was killed. And, you know, this is around the epidemic of the drill of Chicago, too. So this was 2012. Yeah. We moved back, and man, when we came back, I'm thinking we coming back, go to the funeral, see family, and go back to Nebraska. We only had one suitcase packed. My mom told us that we was coming back, so I'm telling the school, I'm telling my friends, like, you know, I'm gonna go to Chicago, but I'm coming back here. And been here since then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in my own adult life, you know, I've been doing my own thing, but, you know, as a family, we've been here ever since 2012. And like I was saying, that was around the drill epidemic. So this is when, if you know of the stories, Lil JoJo got killed, and then created all these vlogs, and then Chief Keef blew up, and this was that year.
Because you gotta remember, Chicago influenced Florida bad. You feel me? So we know about that shit from the beginning to now, type shit.
Now, what people fail to realize, all of that stuff that was going on, it been a thing. It been a thing. It been normal. Even everywhere else, it been normal for people to diss, you know, in the hood songs. Yeah. It just became popular because the diss songs that were going on out here, they were like listenable, if that's a word. Like, we was listening to it on it, like, this shit hard.
It was a hit.
Like, I ain't gonna say it because I ain't with it, but you know, for example, Chief Keef.
Tuka.
We be singing his songs loud and clear. He is dissing all the people in hood. And that's what happened, like, with Chief Keef and JoJo. With Chief Keef and JoJo, even with other underground names, that's why a lot of them passed.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because their songs were jamming, and imagine people listening to, imagine hundreds and thousands listening to a song and we dissing you. And we talking about your family and your dead cousin, and everybody just jamming, they posting on tweets. You feel me? They making captions, and That's what was going on. So it been a thing in Chicago where like moving back, it was normal. Sorry, my brakes is coming out. Moving back to Chicago at this time, I'm 7 going on 8th grade. You know, I just, you know, I done went from this polished school and lifestyle to this back to the ghetto. Just got thrown back in with the wolves. They DDK, you know, I was in the JoJo area. Let's just say that. Okay. I was in the JoJo area of where I was living in Chicago. Yeah. And like I said, it's blocks and all of that stuff. So at that time, it was a big old block. Nowadays, everybody got their own block. So many people can dance. I don't know who block is who. That's why I don't plan it. But back then, it was like a whole section. Kind of like on GTA. Yeah. When you mark the territory. That's the best way to explain it. It was a territory, and I lived in it, and I didn't even know really what the I just got thrown into. Yeah. So eventually, I started understanding and catching up, and you know, went through the stages of bitches trying to bully me because they just thought she just a quirky, animated little girl. She don't know nothing. Oh no, baby, it get like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Chicago. Fuck you, mean? You better tighten up.
Okay, went through the stages of bitches trying my sisters. I don't play about them. Went through, you know, all the little ghetto shit. You feel me? And like I said, I always had my own mind. I always had my own spirit. I always did what I wanted to do. Like I could be friends with you. But if I don't want to do that, I'm not doing it. If I don't want to go where you going, I'm not going. If I do want to go and you don't want to go, I'm gone. Like that's just how I am. Like I do what I want to do. And I do what I feel is right. So it ain't even just me doing what I want to do and just being blatantly ignorant out here. Like I have a good mind, good morals. I stand on certain principles and values. Like it's just certain shit that's non-negotiable. I'm that type of person. So if it's out of my alignment, not doing it. If it's something that I'm with and I don't give a fuck, I will do it and not give a fuck and not be shy and just I live in my truth. You feel me?
For sure. So, as you should. You know what I'm saying? Don't let no outside source really, you know, change you for no reason.
Mm-hmm. They try, but they don't work.
So that YouTube you got locked out of, what happened?
I ended up getting forgetting my Gmail password because I have like 1 million fucking Gmails, and I made that channel specifically for my podcast. But before the podcast, I made it for my podcast, but I will upload other videos on it. So if you went to that channel, you could see that I have previous vlogs on it. Got like 5-6 vlogs on it. But it was supposed to be for my podcast channel. So long story short, I turned it to my podcast channel. And now those videos, I wanted to put it on my personal channel because my personal YouTube, I had that since 2013. I'm just now starting to post. The other channel, I had just made it. So as I'm trying to transfer the videos, got locked out, and then they asking for the authentication code.
I don't know how to say it either.
They was asking for all of that, and I didn't know it, and then I ended up getting locked in. So I'm trying to find a way to put them vlog videos on my personal channel because those were a significant part of my life during that time. I was in Houston, and it was a lot going on, and it's still stuff that went on that I haven't even talked about yet. That I'm gonna be doing some story times in the future because I have so many stories. It's one of them. It's gonna be good too.
You should do the Spotify thing. Make a Spotify podcast all channel.
I did. I made a Spotify. I got it signed. I got it hooked up. I got everything hooked up. I just been on hiatus doing so much other stuff in my life, but the podcast is coming back now. You know, I'm from Chicago, and I know a lot of people. You know, we got a lot of comedians, a lot of music artists, a lot of people up there, and a lot of people agreed to come on and say what's up. So, you know, I definitely got to get it back together. I'm just a perfectionist and be trying to make sure everything is everything. Because at first I was doing a lot of celebrity gossip, but I'm like, you know, I want to get more into what I do. You know, I like to talk about finances, money, wealth, health, credit, God, all that type of stuff. Like, talk about shit that really matters. You know, we could still kiki on one too because I'm naturally funny. Yeah. But I want my podcast to have more like direction, segments, and organization. You know, I'm one of those people. I don't want to just be on there talking and just.
Yeah, just to talk and shit, just to yap and shit.
Yeah, because I really got shit to talk about that other people need to hear. So I'm trying to use my I be trying to use my influence the right way.
Yeah, because I seen the videos you make. You made like the mukbooks, all the ones that you said. You know, I fuck with your channel. Like it has a vibe to it. So I watched a couple of them. I ain't gonna lie. I was just sitting there just watching some of them bitches. You know what I mean?
Man, and it's crazy. I got so many. I've been having storage issues. I went on a little rant on TikTok about Apple and my storage issues because I have so much. I have like at least 11 videos edited, already ready to go. Mm-hmm. Still haven't been posted. So actually, on one of I have a lot of devices. So on one of my phones, I'm uploading a video now to get back because I haven't posted in almost 2 months because of my storage issues. Because I am one of the people that record everything, so I got all type of random videos and stuff. So it will be more vlogs and videos coming real soon. My channel look a little crazy because my thumbnails ain't together. It's just a lot, but everything finna come together. I'm finna put some little thumbnails on there. Put my channel up for real. All these videos is me being myself. They funny as hell. I be capturing the most funniest shit. You know, my YouTube is getting back to the old days. Like all that watching me make my bed and watching me make breakfast, bitch. No, if I am doing shit like that, it's me doing a voiceover, being funny, talking about something, talking about my life. Like we bringing back the old YouTube vibes. Like nothing is scripted, nothing is, you know what I'm saying? Most of my videos is copyrighted, so I ain't making no money for what videos is on there now. Okay, I only got like 50 subscribers, so I need y'all to subscribe to my channel, which is Mia Macc. That's MIAMACC. And yeah.
Is it because of the music why you getting copyrighted?
Yes, it is because of it. That's exactly what it is. So these future videos, I've been doing better. I'm one of them people, I get better and better during time. I'm doing my own editing, my own this, my own that. I make my own intro. I do everything myself. Even when it comes to business, when it comes to my personal life, my hair, everything. I do everything myself. My nails, my business, my Instagram, everything I operate is just me. So one thing at a time, but like I said, even though it's just me, it's quality over quantity.
That's a fact.
We get more videos coming. You know, and then, TikTok's gonna get shut down in September, so now it's the time to put everything on YouTube, because everybody's gonna be hopping back on YouTube, and motherfuckers gonna be forced to sit and watch these long-ass videos instead of these quick little 1-2s. So I'm excited for the YouTube journey. I should have been did it, but it's okay. We here now with it, so y'all better tap in now, because once I get up and y'all gonna be trying to act like y'all fucking me, I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
Right. When I see FYBJ Main or Skinbone on your shit, you up now. Hey, man. But yeah,
and it's funny watching them come up, like I said.
Especially FYB.
I've been watching them since 2013, 2014. Mm-hmm. Just like on the internet, when you just a random nigga being funny on the internet and just seeing how far they came, it just showed what consistency would do. Following your passion to do, which is also what I advocate. Yeah. Because anything I'm doing, I'm passionate about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Skinbone be doing this so long because there's a couple of viral videos of him that I didn't even know it was him. He didn't have long hair, and all that craziness. You feel me? And I watched J Mains come up with Say Cheese low key. You feel me? And it's just like,
he came up so fast.
What? He snow. And now he got his own cereal and everything. That nigga snow. Like,
he one of the people who did it best. Mm-hmm. Like they call it capitalism, where you take a viral moment and you taking it and you use it to your advantage. See, I had a couple viral moments on the internet and I did not capitalize off of it because it wasn't good viral moments. I didn't went viral for people trying to play with me, as they always do. But you can see, bitches can never. You know what I'm saying? There's no filter. Bitches can never. This my real too. But they do trying, and I'm one of them reactive people. Like, y'all think Nikki bad? Let a bitch say something about me, it's gonna be fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mouth get like that. So it was a situation on Facebook. That's why I don't be on there no more, because Facebook is just ghetto as hell. They don't do shit. It's just nothing but people you grew up with that want to watch your every move. So that's why I'm be on there. But around this time last year, in April last year, when I was going through a lot in my personal life, I went viral for having this color hair. And it was so cute. I looked so cute. I don't know if you have my personal Instagram, but that blue hair I had, I went viral for that, and they tried to say whatever the fuck they tried to say, and I just got into it with so many random people. Matter of fact, it started from a status. You know how those statuses be viral? It was a status about hairstylists charging for this, charging for that. Now I told you I know how to do hair. I have my own hair business. I used to sell hair. I have my own bonnets. Yeah. This, that, edge wrap, all of that, bundles, all of that. Spent thousands of dollars. Used to personally talk to vendors myself. Been doing this shit. Didn't need an ebook to talk to a vendor. Bitch, I know how to do this shit. You feel me? So I was telling the girl, he's like, I shared the status. My it was a viral status. Thousands of shares. I shared it. I was like, let me put y'all on game. Learn how to do your own hair. 100 emoji. This bitch coming under my shit. She's like, we could tell you do your own hair. Ooh. Before I could even respond, because I was going to do that anyway, before I could even respond, she had all my pictures on Facebook on her page, just trying to crack jokes. And I'm just like, she was trolling. But my thing is, you're not even funny. And because she had clout or whatever you want to call it, people was just laughing just to do something. Just laughing. I'm getting into it with anybody who was laughing, ha ha. It's trainees under there. I'm getting into it with everybody. My mouth get flipped. I don't give a fuck to say something. Don't say nothing about me because once I get on your ass, you're gonna want to cry or fight. And in my opinion, you don't want to be neither one. So I was just on that going crazy, and they just having a ball, just laughing, and I'm dead ass serious. I'm outside in my car, ready to pull up, ready to fight, shoot, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I was real livid. And during all of that, these bitches get the post. And mind you, the girl who made the status was from Chicago. I didn't even know till we got the argument. And then she's a hairstylist herself. So you made this long ass status about hairstylists, but you a hairstylist. She made a status about hairstylists charging for every service and curling and this and that.
So she was talking about herself.
So what the fuck are you complaining for? Bitch, do your own hair. Yeah. You feel me? So like, I don't know, like bitches be weird. But back to what we was talking about, the capitalism. The bitches and the trainees and all the people I got into with, they started posting their hair flyers and the clothes that they're selling and this and that. And at the time, I didn't have anything to post. Well, at least I thought I didn't. I actually did all the shit I'm doing now. But in my mind and what I was going through at the time, I felt like I didn't have nothing to post. Or, I wasn't thinking about it. I was just so livid. And I'm like, damn, these bitches use me for clout. Even though they got the clout, they use me. So I'm in a space now where, like we was talking about, like, you know how they say bad publicity is good publicity. Next time I go viral, which I know I will, the way my mouth is, I'm ready. I got some shit to post. I got some shit to show y'all. And since y'all like that type of shit anyway, like I don't even want to say it on ads, but it's so many people that be going viral and they don't really have shit to give but all that negative shit. I want people, if I would go viral, you wouldn't even know what I'd be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like on my TikTok and Instagram, I don't post nothing that I do in real life. None of my accomplishments, none of my nothing. You feel me? The only way you will know is if you talk to me or you know me in real life because I'm a real life person.
Hell yeah.
And yeah.
Hell yeah. From the initial start of your YouTube journey, right? From the initial start, what made you start it? Like, what was that one moment that, like, oh, I need to just push it on the camera?
See me. So you how old are you, by the way?
28.
So you remember that show on Disney Channel, Good Luck Charlie?
Yeah.
So the whole synopsis of the show was the older sister documenting the whole just family life and just showing their baby sister from when she get older. And at the end of every episode, she like, good luck, Charlie, whatever the episode is, the end is just, and this is how our family is. So good luck, Charlie.
Yeah.
That's me as a person. Like, I document everything in life. And I record so much, like, it ends up being documentation. So I think when I was 8 years old, I got my first camcorder. It was like hot pink. And I just been recording ever since. Even in elementary school, high school, like I was known to always have my camera out, just record, say what's up. I would always put my camera out, look at myself, record, be a Snapchat girly, Instagram girly when all that came out. Mm-hmm. Just always have my phone, just always had that camera out, just recording. I caught so many moments on camera. And that's what it is. It's always catching moments and always being in those moments and not showing nobody. So it's so many things that I witnessed, been through, good and bad, but mostly good. Like, fuck the bad shit, like all the good shit, like been around so many types of people, been around so many famous people that, just did so many things in life. And I feel like it's just time to start putting it out there, putting myself out there, as we talked about with astrology earlier. Like, I'm such a laid back person. Mm-hmm. Like, I could live in the woods by myself, as long as it's a river and a little fish in there. Like, I would live my life in the woods, catch fish on my own, hunt. I would just be one of them people, just live isolated. But God, I feel like God in this lifetime, He wants me to put myself out there because I'm somebody people could relate to. I have good vibes. Mm-hmm. This spirit comes from God. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I've been through a lot of fucked up shit, everybody, we all been through some fucked up shit. But like I tell people, it's how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the bitter bitch, the mean girl, the one of them, whatever that is, whatever them type of bitches. You know what I'm saying? I take what I go through. And you know what I'm saying? I just charge it to the game, and I just use what I go through to help other people. I genuinely like to help people by talking to them, uplifting them, motivating them, sharing what I've been through. I'm not one of them people to overshadow your problems with mine. I just like to tell people what I've been through to let them know, like, it's okay, dang, I know you went through that. Like, if you can get over it and, this, whatever that is, be the outcome, then that means I can make it too. So that's the type of person I am. That's the type of time I be on, and
that's your aura.
That's my aura. That's what it is. And, that's why I started the YouTube. Because, like I said, it's going to be, my YouTube going to give those old YouTube vibes. Like, I might not be on there with my hair done all the time, talking about whatever the fuck be talking about nowadays. I might get on there, just no glasses, bonnet on, crusty eyes, and talk about what just happened. This pissed me off today at work. Like, random story time, but it be funny as hell because I'm naturally a funny person. Sometimes I don't even be trying to be funny. It's just my words. I know how to use my words. I'm very witty, animated, you know what I'm saying? And just me, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, when I get in those modes, like, I have different personalities. And one of my main personalities that a lot of people don't know about until I get in those modes, it kind of reminds you of, like, Tokyo Tony, like when she get in the modes and she just get to talk her shit. Mm-hmm. But the shit she talk be so funny though. Mm-hmm. Like, people think she crazy. Like, I get that all the time.
Okay. But I ain't gonna lie.
Not saying that's what my channel gonna be consistent of. It ain't gonna be consistent me talking shit. I'm just saying, I'm just one of them people, like, you never know what you gonna get. And no matter what you get, it's gonna be interesting. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna have a ball, you're gonna learn something. You're gonna be, damn, she just said some real shit. It's gonna be moments like, damn, I needed to hear that in that moment because I'm just naturally one of the people who just, you could tell I talk a lot, but like, in the midst of me talking, you're going to hear something that be like, damn, I needed to hear that, or,
Yeah. Because Chicago people naturally funny, low-key.
Oh, yeah. I'm so naturally funny. Like, and I'm one of the people who always got something to say. You got to be quick on your toes when it comes to me.
Yeah.
Quick on your toes.
Tight shit. So, like how you say you was gonna restructure your YouTube to bring it back to the old vibes, right? Mm-hmm. What is like the first set of videos that you're gonna put out?
So right now, I've been doing a little community college ain't that bad series because your girls in community college, and before you talk shit, they teach the same shit as a university. Okay, period. And two, I be in community college because I like them school texts. Them school texts is real great. Okay, and three. Back to the question, yes. So I've been documenting that journey because, like we talked about earlier, with school, the last time I've been in school was when I first graduated, was back in 2017, 2018. So it's 2024. I just hopped back in school this, like, spring semester, so January. I just hopped back in school from 6 years ago. Right. So, like you were saying, school, you know what I'm saying, might not be, I know it don't leave for me for real just because my attention span is just. Right. But I do very good at school. I'm one of the people who be doing real good. Like, I was in National Honor Society and all that. But like I said, for what I don't know, I just have my own opinions of school. That's why I chose community college. But even then, I really used school to network. I met a lot of people. I was able to get into a lot of stuff. So the videos that's out right now is kind of little ones or twos that I've been doing at the school. My life of me, around the school. I have a video that's getting uploaded right now, so it'll be posted by tomorrow. That one is funny as hell. So, like I said, I've been having storage issues. So this video is kind of like back from like the end of February going on March. That one funny as hell. I caught a live moment of a student cussing out the teacher like out of nowhere, and she not even the type of girl to do that. I think she just had one of them days, and she cussed it out and was just going crazy. It was another random moment on the bus. Yeah, it was another random moment on the bus. You know, I'm from the city, so shit just be happening, and I'm just one of them people that always just be catching it. So right now, I'm doing a community college, what I've been doing, and it's leading up to what I'm doing in real life. So I've been teaching recently financial literacy workshops at my school to the students. That's been caught up camera. I've been documenting that. So you guys will be seeing that on my YouTube as well, the behind the scenes of what I've been doing and all that other stuff, which is real fun for me. And I also created those workshops for Zoom. So I'm putting together a Zoom workshop where outsiders can sign up for it, join and learn how to manage their finances and credit, you know, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in real life with my business, I'm coming out with ebooks, courses, and workshops to get this information out there.
Okay then. Cause I seen you in that video with the business attire, with the board and shit. You feel me? I was like, okay then, look at her. Okay then.
Yeah, and that's on my other channel too. So I need to find a way to get those videos to my main channel. But hey, you know what I'm saying? As long as people watch it. But yes, that was actually when I was working at that accounting firm with the Jamaicans. Okay. I was helping them. I'm one of them people who wear many hats. So even though my job description say this, I'm doing 15 other things too.
Yeah, so. As you should. You feel me? As you should.
I'm a real business lady. I love dressing up, make it kill.
You gotta always look 100% your best every time you pop out, no matter what.
Yeah, I have my own unique style. You might not know what you might catch me in,
honey. Right. So how you got your black girl magic with the hairstyling?
How I get this hairstyle?
No, like just like your hairstyling, like you feel me? Because you say you know how to do hair. How you got your black girl magic? Like how you feel me got into that?
I got into that when I was 9 years old. So that era when I moved to Iowa. So I lived in Iowa before Nebraska. It's like grew up in Chicago, moved to Iowa when I was like 9. Left after a year, came back to Chicago. Moved to Nebraska when I was like 11, 12. Lived out there for like a year and a half, going on 2 years, and then came back to Chicago. So during that time of Iowa, living in Iowa, we used to get our hair braided all the time in the city. So my mom has a big family. We get all the cousins shit on our mom's side. She will always make sure our hair is braided. I highlight my mom a lot. My daddy is very heavy in my life too. So let me put that in there. My parents used to get me and my sister's hair braided all the time. We had every braided hairstyle that you could think of with the beads to match your outfit. You know how it was back in the early 2000s. Yeah, for sure. Always kept our hair braided and done. When we moved to Iowa and we didn't have access to our family like that, and my mom couldn't do hair for shit. She used to send me to school with a ponytail here, crooked as hell.
Looking crazy.
I was like, I can't even go. Like, I would go to school with a skull cap over my head. And as a child, I always been, even to this day, I always been participant in class, raising my hand, know every answer, want to write on the board. Like, who want to be the volunteer? I want to be, like, I'm very active.
You ain't shy.
I'm not shy at all. So once I was going through that phase and I didn't want people to see my hair, like it's obvious when when I'm not in the mood or I'm very moody, my energy is very, very obvious. Even since a little girl, even to this day. Like I tell people all the time, my misery don't like company. When I feel some type of way or I'm in my moods and I'm going through wherever I'm going through life, I be like I shut down. I'm shutting down off social media. I'm shutting down from my friends, family. I'm in my room. I'm away from everyone because that's how I like to deal with things. Mm-hmm. So that's how it was in school. I would have that hat over my head. I'm sitting all the way in the back of the class. I'm not talking. Obvious. Miss Mia don't want to talk, don't want to kick it today. So my teacher, I remember her name. Her name was Mrs. Goodfellow. She was a white woman.
Mrs. Goodfellow.
Like, why you got this hat over your head? She's like, your hair is so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Why you got this hat over your head and your face? I was so dramatic. I had it over my face. I looked at like,
come on now, you can't be doing that.
Dude with the orange mask on Fat Album with the holes in his eyes.
Come on now,
I had the whole hat over my face. Like I made my own skull cap.
What you doing?
So my teacher's like, why you got this hat over your hair and your face? You're so beautiful. I was like, I'm one of them people where I look mad, but as soon as you ask me what's wrong, I'm just crying. So as soon as she said that, like, why you got that over your beautiful face and your hair? I just started crying. I don't like my hair. So she was like, but your hair is so pretty. It's like, no, I don't like my hair. Like, my mom washed it. She didn't blow dry. So I got these puff balls. Like, it was puffy. You know how your hair air dry and it's puffy? Yeah. So I have these puff balls. The parts cricket. I was just like, no. So, like I said back earlier in our interview, my mom, she meets people and creates vibes and relationships very fast. So, down the line, she ended up meeting people in our apartment complex neighborhood that knew how to braid hair, so they would braid our hair. And one of the friends she made at the time taught me how to braid because she was one of the coldest. So we had got our hair done by a couple different ladies. That last lady who she had us going to, she was real cold at it because she had her own daughters and she would braid their hair. Now, I'm a hairstylist. Back then, I remember her work. When I say she cold, she was a cold ass braider. Mm-hmm. She taught me how to braid. Now, she ain't like teach me one-on-one, but she was like, she was just telling me like how to catch it and, you know, because I had, you know, the baby dolls that stop at the shoulder and they got the head and the hair. I had one of them, taught me how to braid, And, you know, it started from there. And then, shoot, I was 9. By the time I was 11 years old, I was braiding my sister's hair, doing their hair in ponytails and mohawks with the beads. Mm-hmm. By the time I was 12 years old in Nebraska, I was in everywhere I went because Nebraska, I started getting a lot of freedom. And man, I was 11, 12. I was in 6th grade. So I was getting a lot of freedom. Like, I would go to school by myself with my friends, go to their house early in the morning. We would go to school. So, and I have the same energy, light-friendly energy like my mom. So I would meet a lot of people. Also, another fun fact about me, I always had grown-ass friends that would be way older than me. That would be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years older than me. So even at that age, I had grown-ass friends who had little, taller children. And guess what? They needed their hair braided. So that was another hustle I ended up doing. I started braiding little girls' hair by the time I was 12, getting paid like $25, $30, $35, $40. And at the time, that was some decent little money when you 12 and everything $4 a quarter for everything. So that money used to be less. I used to go to school, get them desserts on that tier table I told you about, give me some good fun, you know what I'm saying? Go to the mall with my friend. Used to be lit, 12 years old. So it became to a hustle. By the time I moved back to Chicago, you know, all these little bitches fast. These little bitches fast. So, you know, they don't want braided. They don't want braids. They want glue ends and shit like that. So, boom, I started upgrading and doing glue ends with the leave out. Boom, by the time I'm a freshman in high school, I started learning how to do sew-ins because, you know, the little bitches, they want sewing. Now, the little bitches, that's how I talk. You know, the word bitch is unisex. This ain't me, you know, harassing nobody. That's just how I talk. But, you know, the little bitches nowadays, you know, they wear wigs to school. They wear heels. They wear makeup. So I could imagine being a teenager now. But, you know, back then I was doing glue-ins and sew-ins and shit for money. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, even with my hair business, as I got older, I'm like, I don't really like doing hair. Hair is a service job. So when it comes to doing hair, me, let's say you're not a female, but let's say your girl want her done, she want a fucking sew-in, a bust down middle part sew-in. That would take me about 2 to 3 hours to do. Now imagine doing that for multiple people in a day. You're exhausted. My fingers would cramp up. Like, I'm hot. I don't want to do it. Like, I'm standing up on my 2 feet. Don't get me wrong. The people who hair I would do will always be a vibe. I'm not the hairstylist who ever had a bad experience. I never gave nobody a bad experience. If they ever not like the hair, I would send the money back. Like, it's not that serious. If they want to reschedule, if something happens, it's not that serious. If they running late, it's definitely not that serious because I'm late everywhere I go.
It's just not your primary.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm hitting the wood, I'm passing it to my clients. I'm making sure they fit, they got snacks, I'm one of them. I just take care of people. That's just my nature. I'm a nurturer. I'm a caregiver, so I take care of people. But as far as like in life, me being a hairstylist for the rest of my life, no. Even though I pursued my cosmetology license, I didn't finish, so I'm not licensed. But I did go to cosmetology school. You know, as, you know, that side hustle, I did turn it into a business. And I was like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do because I was making good money, but that is not what I want to do. Like I said, that is a service job. You know, that's something that if I don't do their hair, the money not going to be made. And that's not the type of boss I want to be. I want to be on vacation and that money still ding, ding, ding in my account, okay? Doing hair is not a passive income, long story short.
Would you do celebrity hair?
Huh?
Would you do celebrity hair?
No, I want to be the celebrity I get my hair done. Because, like I said, getting your hair it's a luxury. So, like I said, I would treat my clients good. I got a good hair chair where they can sit back and relax. They not in them hard ass steel chairs, or we not sitting on top of crates like the ghetto. Massaging their. It's a luxury. So after a while, when you're getting sick and tired, like you ever did something for somebody, and after a while you get tired. Now you're just trying to hurry up and get it over with. Like it don't matter if you clean it up, cook it, whatever you're doing, you just trying like that last little stages before you finish. You just trying to hurry up and get their ass out of there.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like my patience get real thin, and like I said, I want the luxury of getting my hair done and stuff like that. Even though I do it, but speaking of hair, it's funny we talking about it. I just came out of retirement. Literally like a couple of days ago, I did some knotless braids, red knotless braids. Video on YouTube coming soon. Okay. My mama saw it, now she want braids. Now my sister say people see me coming out of retirement and think no.
Like the only time I do hair,
right? The only time I do hair is my own hair. I used to be that girl that did all my friends' hair. I did my sister's hair. I did my cousin's hair. Did my mom hair. My mom used to be one of my main Barbie dolls besides my sister. I used to do everybody hair. And as I got older, people used to think I was just a freestylist. Like, oh, I'm finna go to Mia. I'm finna go over to Mia's house. She finna do my hair real quick.
Yeah.
After a while, I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck who you was. Like, and then this is a side hustle. This is my way of living as well. And you think you just finna pop up and I'm finna sit here and do your hair for 4 hours. And no, I need something. And I don't care. You ain't even gotta pay me full price. If we locked in, just give me something. You know what I'm saying? Give me some food or give me a candle or, do something for exchange of service. That's the type of bitch I am too. Like, everything ain't gotta be about money. Like, I remember I had one friend for exchange of a wig that was worth about $400. She paid me like $250. Matter of fact, no, she ended up getting me a flight to Atlanta, which was about $250, and then gave me like an extra $100 in cash. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So a wig that was worth $400, she paid for my $250 flight to Atlanta that I had to leave for. It was like rushed, so I had to leave the next couple days. She got the flight for me and gave me like an extra $100, and that equaled the same price of the wig. So that's the type of bitch I am. I like to negotiate and make deals. Okay, period. So and I think it saved her money too, because she was a girlie that get flights. And she had built the reward points and credit, which is also what I be talking about at my workshop. So y'all need to hit the link and sign up for them workshops. I'm gonna send you my link tree too, so you can put it in your description. So you have all my links to everything.
Yeah, send me that.
And that's how I got into hair, and that's how I got out of hair. Like I said, the only hair you might catch me doing is my hair. Might catch me doing my sister's mom, close friend here and there, but nothing major. You would not catch me doing
so since you feel me, that's how you feel about it and but when you get a little, some chicken and shit, you wouldn't open up a salon and just hire employees and just make money like that?
Down the line, I was thinking about it, having my own suites and stuff, and I wanted to be like versatile, like barbers and hairstylists and makeup artists, and all in one stop shop. So that's always been on my mind. Because like I said, I like to run shit, but I am the type of person where I will teach myself all the skills I need to know. So when I am running shit, I can tell you or train you or teach you how to do what you need to do. You feel me? Facts. It's kind of like a corporate mindset. Like, the only way to get to the top is when you start at the bottom. And I started at the bottom in everything that I did. So, anything I'm talking about, just know I did that shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. You got to start off as a worker to get to the boss. You can't just jump to the boss. A lot of niggas, you feel me? They miss that step. They like to skip steps. That's how they lose every time.
I say all the time, everybody want to start at the top. Why do you want to start at the top? It's good, as treacherous as it sounds starting at the bottom, the journey of getting to the top be so lucrative and so important. And, on my journey, because I'm still on my journey, I lost so many friends, relationships, family members, all of that are part of the journey. Jobs, another reason why I'm in business for myself. Like, I done gave up on what I got going on and everything so many times where I tried to go back to the 9-to-5 life, and I won't even get accepted for jobs. And my resume longer than a Walgreens receipt. Good credentials, good all of that. And it's like I was getting denied, and it just showed me how God is just showing me, like, It's because you're not meant to work for nobody. You're not meant to do what the average person may do. And I just know my purpose is way greater and bigger. And I tell everybody, everybody's purpose in life is different. And no matter what your purpose is or what you want to do, like if you want to learn how to do ballet, you want to learn how to cook, you want to learn how to ride a skateboard, you have to go through the journey of getting to the stage you want to get to. Like whatever you start, if you're just starting and learning something, you're not going to be a master overnight. And I feel like even with social media, it plays a big role in people having that mindset where they want to get this success overnight and not understanding that everything takes time and journey. Like the real world, only social media and most of the years that claim that they got this and that overnight, it is not that. It's most likely fake. It's most likely they got money doing other shit, as we see all what's coming to light with these celebrities, how they really getting their money. Mm-hmm. So, I be telling people don't idolize other people's life, other people's relationship, how they make money, how they do this, how they do that, because I promise you, your journey is different. You might get there faster, you might get there slower, but however, long as you're on your journey and stay consistent, you're going to get there. You feel me?
That's a fact. You feel me? See, people that don't have like motivation and confidence, that right there, what you just said, will motivate them. Real shit. So talk about your rich route financial company. You know what I'm saying? The credit stuff. The financial advisor, all that. Talk about that. Like you already did talk about it, but like talk about the beginning to now.
Right. So yeah, we did tap in a little bit. So I established my company, Rich Route Financial Company LLC, back in 2022. I started that company because of credit. I learned how to repair, build, and restore credit.
Just know I'm gonna need you. Just know I'm gonna need you, because my credit. I think my TransUnion is at a 596. My Equifax is like a 608 or some bullshit. I mean, I'm gonna need you.
Right, and I tell people all the time, it's not your score, it's what's on your profile. But we'll get into that. So I started a Rich Route company, Rich Route Financial Company, back in 2022. And like I said, it started for me learning how to build, restore, and repair my own credit. I did that. I started at the age of 19. Once I did that, I was able to move out of my mom's house, get a brand new car of that year, fresh out the lot, move into brand new apartment buildings that just had got built. I was able to get thousands of dollars worth of credit card, get free flights, free hotels, pay for excursions. Well, not pay for excursions out of my pocket, get it paid for through credit. Just was able to live a whole different lifestyle. And that's what I be trying to preach to people. Credit is a lifestyle. It's not just a score. You get a loan and you get this. Like, it's benefits and ways to leverage your credit, right? Which is what I talk about in my workshops, where you can hit the link and sign up below. But I got into credit personally when I was 16 years old. So a little backstory. I had a summer job when I was 16. It was teaching little kids how to play basketball. A little summer camp, summer job for little kids. So the mentor of the summer job, she was into lots of different businesses, and she started teaching us about credit, things of that nature. And once she started talking about it, it kind of stuck with me at the age of 16. So by the time I was 19, I had did my own research, my own this, my own that. Found other mentors who did credit and stuff like that. Even dabbled in real estate a little bit, was being around those type of mentors. Like I said, I always been around people older than me, who make more money than me, who know more than me. So I am not intimidated with being in a room full of smart people. I don't like to be the smartest in the room. I don't like to be the one with the most money in the room, because that's when everybody start looking at you for answers and for favors. No, I want to be around people who got way more, know way more, because I like to learn. So I always surround myself with them type of people. And, that's how I was able to have certain experiences in life. So going back to Rich Route, created Rich Route Company, started off as a credit repair company, repairing people's credit, things like that. Still do to this day, but I maneuver a little differently now. I'm transitioning from a credit repair company to a credit and financial education, like academy, company, foundation, corporation, whatever you want to call it, organization. Mm-hmm. So basically, I went from credit repair to being a financial advisor and financial planning. So I would mix my credit repair and help people break down their finances, create budget planning, personalized budget planning and systems for people, individuals, and business startup owners. Let's say you want to start a business, we'll break down your finances, come up with a plan for you to get this supplies, this equipment, pay for marketing, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down their stuff. So as you can tell, I talk a lot. So basically giving financial advice to people and now bringing it all together as, like I said earlier, courses and workshops and ebooks, just giving it all out, giving out the game. Because at this point in time, you can repair your own credit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, why constantly pay people? And that's not knocking nobody's hustle. It's just because, you know, like I said, when you're paying for a service, you're paying for the luxury. So when you're paying somebody to repair your credit, you're paying for the luxury of not having to do it yourself, to save your time for you to focus on whatever you need to focus on. Just like when you pay people to clean your house. That don't mean you don't know how to clean. You're just paying somebody for the luxury of not doing it yourself. Like when you're paying for a catering, it ain't that you don't know how to cook, or maybe you don't know how to cook, but you want to feed a group of people luxury food. So that's the luxury of having somebody come through, cook the food, put it on certain platters. So long story short, I'm just, you know, transitioning from that service. Kind of like what I mentioned with doing hair. As much as I like involving with people, I don't like spending too much time doing the same thing. I'm an evolver, going back to my ways of being spontaneous and liking to dive into new things. I elevate a lot in my life. So I outgrow people, places, and things real fast. So like I said, I outgrew the credit repair. Come get your credit in. I'll fix your credit in 2 weeks. That's a lot. And went into more the financial advisory space where I'm not just doing your credit. We're breaking down everything, including your finances, including your income. But, you know what I'm saying, doing this and doing that. And eventually I started educating people on how to maintain their credit, because what I tell people is people have this connotation of credit that, okay, I'm going to pay this person $1,000 to fix my credit. They're going to give me an 800 credit score, and I'm good.
Hell no. What the fuck?
As you apply for that credit card, as soon as you apply for that car, as soon as you apply for that house, your credit's going to go back down. But that's what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I tell people it's kind of like the grade system at school. You know how you start up with an A, and, you know, you turn in them assignments, but as soon as you miss an assignment, or as soon as you don't take that test, your grade goes down. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you make it up, it goes up and down. And that's why I tell people that's what it is with credit. So that's why I have these workshops and these courses to tell people how to manage and maintain and keep up with their credit and their finances, because it's a roller coaster. You're never always going to be at the top, just like you're never always going to be down. There's so many people who's down and feel like they always going to be down. They can't make it. They got 2-3 jobs, sell drugs, do hair, and babysit on the side, and still feel like they can't accomplish their goals. You can. You just got to put whatever you make it, put it to play, put a plan together, write down your goals, write down your plans, help somebody help you figure it out, and, you know, just take the steps. You know what I'm saying? That's why I named my company Rich Route, because everybody want to be rich, but they don't want to take the route, the steps, the path to get there. Like I said, everybody want to start at the top. You got to start somewhere. And whether you're starting at the bottom don't mean you're starting from the trenches, or don't mean you're actually starting at the bottom. Maybe you got a good paying job. Maybe you already got a good credit score. Maybe you already got a house and a car. But you still have goals in life. No matter what goals you have in life, financial goals, you still have to take the same steps. Create a budget. Create a savings plan. Find out what you want to invest in to get to where you need to go. Make certain sacrifices. Because I ain't going to lie, my sacrifice right now is not having a car. And I'm a car queen. I done had so many cars and trucks.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm on public transportation, and I don't give a fuck. As you can tell, I'm one of the people, like I said, I'm going to do what I need to do to get to where I need to go. But with society, oh my God, you're on a bus, you're on a train. Yes, bitch, I'm on a bus and train, bitch. How the fuck else I'm going to get to where I need to go? Because I'm on my own sacrifice where I just don't want any type of car. I know I can get a car right now, but the type of car I want to get, I'm going to be in that thing, honey. Yeah. Okay? It's the rich route. You feel me? I'm taking the rich route. I watch a lot of
the Escalade V, that big boy shit, you heard me? type shit.
So much shit. I'm trying to have multiple cars. I'm trying to have my own personal chauffeur. I'm trying to get into a certain lifestyle that I picture for myself. Yeah. So of course, when I talk about certain things, when I'm on certain missions and moves, it might look crazy, it might look unfamiliar to people, but I tell people I'm on a rich route. And that's why I name my business that, and that's what my business is, and it's elevating to what I'm saying, education. So I have workshops on Zoom, even in-person workshops for people in Chicago that's coming up in the summertime. All the links will be in my link. That will be in his description below. So there's so much shit I'm working on, even online courses, ebooks, and this is the real deal. It ain't the typical, like, you know how much money I invested in courses and workshops and ebooks myself, and they're talking about the same plain Jane, like the same shit. What is credit? This is credit. This is that. This is the regular Google definition. We not doing that. We getting into the nitty gritty. The how. I'm a type of person where I ask questions. I want to know how. Yeah. How. When it comes to being a plug, I've always been a plug. I'm never the middleman. I know how to do whatever it is I know how to do. And I did a lot of things in my life, okay? Yeah. So when I say I'm the plug. I'm learning the ins, the outs, the this and that. And that's why I'm able to wear many hats and do many things. Like, I make my own websites. I do my own graphic design. I do my own posting on social media. I do my own hair. I do my own this. I do my own that. I do my own phone calls and emails and this and that. And I make my own ebooks. I'm making my own online courses. I'm hosting my own workshops. So I'm the one creating everything and hosting it and being the teacher and putting this together. I make my own PowerPoints. But everything I'm doing, I've been doing this shit for a long time. It ain't nothing new. For a boss, you know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes it take up a lot of my time, and it can be overstimulating. But hey, I do this. I meant to do this, and eventually I want to have my own. I am going to have my own foundation where I'll be teaching this information to the youth, the high schoolers, as soon as they come out of high school, they going to college or doing whatever it is they want to do in life, and they already having the mindset of having their credit together, having their finances together, understanding that it's important to have a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in society. All of a sudden, it's not cool to have a job. It ain't cool to make money. You'd rather sit at home on Instagram all day and be broke, but if you go to a 9 to 5, you're above. It's backwards. The whole society gets shit backwards. And I'm a truth teller. I tell the truth, and I let people know that's backwards. You need to have a job. If you at home on your ass, on your phone, and you ain't making money off your phone, then you're doing something wrong. You feel me? So
you just want to be a bum for no reason. Feel me?
You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to people's mindsets, and everything I talk about is a mindset thing. When it comes to being rich, rich is not an amount. It's a mindset. Just like being broke, it's not an amount. Like,
you gotta be rich in your mind before you get rich.
Yeah, if you be asking females, would you date a broke nigga? First of all, would anybody date somebody that's intentionally broke? No. A man wouldn't date a broke woman, and a woman wouldn't date a broke man. But my definition of broke is it's a mindset. It's a character flaw. It's a behavior, right? Like,
there's some niggas that do date broke women.
Don't want to get no money. Like, you would rather lay around, get high, do this, do that, fuck, smoke weed, drink, get drunk all day, then get some money. It's people out here who are actually trying, who going through their own trials and tribulations in life, and maybe they do get a job, they might not just make too much, or they got some side hustles where, that side hustles might not equal a lot, but they making something. That's better than trying. Is better than not doing nothing at all. And there's so many people who don't do shit with their life. They scared of what other people think. They scared of shit what they self think. They scared of what their family think. They scared of what people gonna say, and they're scared of this. It's just living in fear. Mm-hmm. Being above, that's above to me. That's being broke, where you're not doing anything. You're complaining all the time about your life, but you're not doing anything to fix it. You're not doing anything to fix your situation. Especially if you got kids. You got kids, and you're doing everything else, but that's being broke to me. Yeah, and that's male or female. You feel me? Mm-hmm. See, like, and I forgot what we were talking about.
Nah. You good. You feel me? You feel me? Flow. It's a comfortable environment. Just flow. But back in the day, right? I had a 640 credit score. It was great. But because I got caught up with some guns and drugs and shit, I got locked up and I couldn't pay for like all the shit that I owed. So it went straight down to like a 580 something. So I downloaded the Self app. Ain't gonna lie, and the credit score that I told you, that the 608 and the 598 or whatever, it went straight from a 540, 550 to back to that. And it's still growing to this day, you feel me? So that's one way that I've really helped my credit to grow a little bit.
That's one of the main credit builders accounts that I recommend. I recommend so much stuff to people because as simple as self is, it's so many simple things like that in life that can help you. I remember self helped me grew like 100 points before a couple years ago. Like,
that's great.
And one thing I love about self is you can continue to have them. So ever since I've been with self since 2021, every time I get done with an account, I make another one.
Yeah,
I make another one.
Yeah.
I make another one.
It's a reoccurring.
And that's what I love about them because it's one of the best and fastest way to build positive credit history on your credit profile, which is what I tell people. Like, your score is made of what's on your profile. Like, it's certain shit that be on your profile that you don't even know. Your public records is on your profile, on your credit profile. So your background information, your job history, anywhere you worked at the last 7 years, anywhere you lived at the last 7 years, any phone number you had the last 7 years, any name that you used the last 7 years. So it could be your full name. It could be your full name with your middle initial, last name. It could be your first name with your whole middle name and last name. It's so many connotations of stuff that could be on your credit report. Random stuff just be popping up. It's so much stuff that's on the report that people don't even understand. I don't even think people have read their own credit reports in a long time. They go on Credit Karma and think that's their credit report. That is not your credit report. Credit Karma is not your credit report.
That's where I be getting my shit. Because it shows that it's just my school that's really fucking up my credit.
There's so many things that could be messing up your credit, and people think because their score might be in the 500s that their credit is bad. Like, no, like, I ain't gonna say who, but it's a person in my family, and her credit is like in the mid 500s. But when I looked at her report, she didn't have anything on it. Like, she thought she still had pictures on it. She thought she still had cable bills and phone bills in her name.
So why the fuck
all that stuff was wiped off. And it had to be because, like I said, your credit report wipes after every 7 years. So clearly she haven't been checking her report to know that, but she kept checking her scores. So in her mind, my credit fucked up. But me, being a credit specialist, when I looked at her report, I'm like, your credit not fucked up. All you gotta do is apply for credit builder accounts. Yeah. So for example, with that type of situation she had, she didn't have nothing on it. If she was to apply for a self credit builder account and keep up with it in a couple months, she could be at a 700 way quicker than someone who have history on their account. Right. So, that's a little game I be telling people. And that's also being mentioned in my workshops, how to understand and analyze your credit report, how to read it, how to break it down, credit builder accounts, fast and effective ways of credit improvement strategies, giving out all the game and resources.
Okay. Is Capital One a good, thing to build your credit to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love Capital One because of their rewards. So, like, Capital One, they have great cash back. Discover, they have great cash back and rewards. Yeah. So many credit cards. Excuse me, my nose starting to get stuffy.
No, you good.
I have an ebook coming out about credit cards and stuff like that. It's called the Credit Card Plug. It's going to be about credit card recommendations, how to use them, how to read the terms and conditions, how to understand the APR, interest percentage rate, because credit cards can help you just as bad as they can hurt you, right? Because a lot of people be scared to get credit cards because I don't want to be in debt. I don't want to owe you. That's a broke mindset to have, okay? Yeah. Anybody who's rich, they got rich off using other people's money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Right? You get investments from other people or banks to fund whatever you got going on so you can make that money, give them their money back, and keep the profits. So you basically making money with other people's money and then keeping the money, extra money you made, and giving it back. So let's say you give me $20 and I spent that $20 on lemons, a pitcher, water, and sugar, made a lemonade stand, and with that $20 I bought the supplies, but my lemonade stand made $200. All I gotta do is give you your $20 back. You might charge interest, so on top of that $20, I might throw in another $20, so that's 50% interest, which is very high. But since I'm balling like that, I'm gonna give you $40 for giving me $20, but I just made $200, so I got $160 off my pocket from that $20 you gave me. So I just made $160 off your $20.
Just chilling.
That's what real hustlers do.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. The only time you taking money out your own pockets is if you ain't got nobody like you to invest in me, because that's what you did. You just invested in me. Right. Now, if I didn't, and that's what credit is too. So let's put it in credit format. Let's say I want to borrow $20 for my lemonade stand. And you like, well, first of all, I'm gonna say I want to borrow $20. You gonna say for what? For my lemonade stand. Okay, how you gonna run it? Like, you asking me questions because you want to know, like, okay, you want to start a lemonade stand, but I need to know is you gonna make money, bitch. So, bitch, what's gonna, like, how your lemonade stand gonna go? How many cups you gonna sell? How much you gonna charge your cups? How many cup size you gonna have? You gonna have small, medium, large? How much you gonna charge? You gonna charge 50 cents, $1, $2? You gonna have ice? You gonna have this? You gonna have that? How you gonna get your supplies? You gonna have people working with you? You know, you gonna be asking those type of questions. And for me, being the one that you're gonna give your money to, I need to be able to answer them all. So, in other words, in business words, that would be a business plan. Yeah. You ask me all the questions, and I would have my business plan together, letting you know this is how I'm gonna market the business. I'm gonna have a big old sign. I'm gonna put posters on the street lights. I'm gonna invest with your $20. So I'm asking for $20. So I will be using your money. Investors will be like, "What are you gonna use my money for?" I will use your money to fund the supplies, the products, and the marketing, the this and that. You know, whatever questions you ask me, I'm answering it, right? Yeah. And then boom, you give me my money. You might write a check. You might wire it to my account, whatever. When you're doing that type of stuff, usually a contract is being signed, receipts is being, you know what I'm saying, to keep up with that kind of stuff. Then boom, you just gave me $20. Now also, that could be looked at as credit because that's a $20 credit. So for example, let's say it's a credit card. You're a bank and you're a credit card. I just get $20 on a credit card or a $20 loan because that's
credit line
or a loan because that's ultimately what it is. You're giving me a loan. Okay. Anytime you want your money back, anytime you borrow money and they want it back, that is a loan. Okay. Anytime somebody give you money and they don't want it back, that's considered a grant. Okay. So we love grants over here. But 9 times out of 10, when you're a business that's making money, grants are normally given. Grants could be given to regular businesses, but they're normally given to like nonprofits and stuff like that. Yeah. So for businesses that make money or whatever, and you want investments, you want investors to invest in you, you got to know what you're going to do with their money, how you're going to do it, have an estimate of how much you're going to make. So back to the story, you give me $20, okay, I think I can make $100 and da-da-da-da. But boom, I said I think I can make $100, but with the math we did, I exceeded my goals. I made $160. And then I was able to give you more on your interest. You only wanted $5 worth of interest, but I ended up giving you an extra $20, which is 50% interest.
And that builds that trust.
Just those little examples, play a part in real life. How to get this money, how to do this, how to do that. It's just a way of doing everything. So even though I use $20 in a lemonade stand as an example, imagine people who got $1 million ideas and they need $1 million and they need $100,000, $50,000, going back to credit. When a person like me, they call it the borrower consumer, asking the lender. So you be the lender, I'm the borrower. As a borrower, you want to look at my history like, did you ever borrow money from other people before? Have you ever paid them back? Have you ever been successful with making money? That's what your credit report basically shows. When you go to a bank and you want to get you a $10,000 credit card, $10,000 credit card or a loan, you want to get you an auto loan for you to get you a car, a home loan for you to get you a house, whatever, and they pull up your credit, they ain't pulling it up to look at how much your score is. Okay, you got a 700. Okay, now
if you're a liability, they're not fucking with you.
Report. You feel me? They looking at them late payment histories. They're looking at how many accounts you got on there, how many times your account got around for inquiries, whether it's big or small, whatever. Like that's what they're looking at: your borrowing history, your renting history, your job history, your criminal background, because your public records is on your credit report. They're looking at all of that, and that determines whether you gonna give me that $20 or not. So if you're looking at my credit report and you see that I had a phone from Verizon and I'm on a payment plan with them, but I've been paying on time. I only had a couple missed payments, but I've been paying on time and stuff like that. And any other account I got is paid off, then you're most likely going to lend me the money. But if you see on my credit report that I'm asking for however much I'm asking for, and you see that I ain't been paying nobody back, I got charged off, I got collections for not paying, I'm in debt real bad, you ain't gonna want to give me no money.
For real.
Just by being in the hood, I want to borrow $20 from you. And you be like, nah, Shaquita Amendment said you borrowed some money from them and you ain't never paid them back.
Face ain't good.
And it's like, man, I ain't gonna pay them. You know how it be? It's the same way. You feel me? Like, that credibility, so your credibility as a person and as a business owner, matters, and that's what the credit report shows. It shows your credibility.
Yeah, for sure.
Your credit profile shows your credibility. Okay, period.
For sure.
Write that down.
For sure. See, boss lady talk about her profession. I like it.
All right.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that credit shit though, for sure. Feel me? Because I need some education on that shit for real.
For sure, I'm gonna have to have you come to my courses and workshops.
Yeah, I'll attend for sure.
For sure. They're gonna be starting real soon, getting into the nitty gritty of all of that, and some tips, hacks, and plays that everybody want to be a gatekeeper about. And it ain't even really nothing to gatekeep. It's just how to leverage your credit, like I was saying. Mm-hmm. Investing, like I said, is one way to leverage it. There's so many ways to leverage your credit. Like, you can do so much with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And credit is not just a credit card or a loan. Let's say you go to Best Buy. Mm-hmm. And you know how some stores be asking, do you want to apply for a card, our store card, or this and that? Let's say you go to Best Buy. They ask you that. You say, yeah. You apply. You give them your information, your social, your name, your this and that. They say, wow, you qualify for $3,500. Mm-hmm. You can use it for anything in the store. Now, boom. You was going to buy you a MacBook, a phone, an Apple charger, and maybe a little TV or something. Mm-hmm. Now, instead of paying out of your own pockets, you get $3,500 in credit. So that $3,500 will cover anything you want to buy, and anything after that you would pay. So let's say your total would have been $3,800, but you just got approved for $3,500. Now you only got to pay $300 out of pocket, and you save that $3,500. That's what credit do. Yeah. It saves. Now, however, do you got to pay it back? Yeah, but you don't have to pay it back all at one time. That's the blessing people overlook. You ain't got to pay it all back at one time. Don't it feel better to pay only $20 a month for $3,500 versus the whole $35,000?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you got it like that, you can throw it back all on up. But that's what credit do, and that's how your credit gets built. When you're paying, you borrow that $3,500 from Best Buy. Now they only want you to pay a little bit of this, a little bit of that every month, not even every week, every 2 weeks, every month. Mm-hmm. Your credit gonna go back up, and not only do it go back up, you still have that credit line. So you putting that money back, and now you got it right. So now let's say you paid the whole $3,500. You got your $3,500. You got your money back. Now you can use it again and again and again. And if you're a good user, they will increase it. Let's say you had 35 and you've been fucking with Best Buy for a whole year. You've been paying them back. You ain't missing no other stuff. Now, that was cute.
What was that? That's gas. What was that?
I don't know. But that means
that was gas. That's gas.
I unlocked a whole new feature.
Okay, hey, shout out to Instagram.
Okay, so yeah, let's say you got your 35 and we came back. Let's say you got 35 and you've been paying with Best Buy so good. Yeah. I love her. Yeah. You've been paying them on time, doing this and doing that for a year, 6 months, however. They might give you an increase from 35 to 5,000. You keep doing it, then you'll go up. And it's possible. It's people out here with $100,000 credit limits, $1 million credit limits. And that's for having good relationships. That's all it comes down to. Having good relationships with people, places, and things. If you're borrowing money, have a good relationship with them. Even with your bank. I tell people all the time, if you have a bank, I don't care if it's Chase, BOA, this, that, and the third, even Cash App, time. Yeah. Have a good relationship with these companies. Don't be trying to scam and finesse every single account that you have. Because I'm from Chicago. A lot of people be into that scamming shit. Yeah, don't be getting into that, especially with your own personal name. That's just
stupid. That's dumb as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
But, sometimes it get like that, and, you need a quick dollar or two. Don't do that with at least every account. You feel me? Like, don't fuck up your name, basically is what I'm saying. Especially when you get an apartment. When you get an apartment, keep up with the apartment. If they say don't pay, don't pay. If you can't put no holes, don't put no holes in the wall. Don't be having no man or no girl or boy live with you fucking up your house. Right. Don't do none of that, because then it's going to fuck up your name. Now you got an eviction on your name. Now when you try to get another apartment, you might actually be a good tenant and make good money, but you can't get no apartment because you got an eviction that your boyfriend, girlfriend fucked up your house, and you had holes and shit all in the walls, and you fucked up their property. Like, that's what credit and eventually your name, all of that matters. It all ties together. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I said, it's your credibility. So whatever you want to do in life, and it's 2024, they want your social security for everything.
Literally.
Okay? Literally. For everything. For a car, that's why even when you're leasing the car, you got to take care of these cars. Even when you're renting them. People underestimate the rental companies. Even when you're renting a car. You think when you rent a car and you're smoking and fucking up these people's car, and you're going to be like, okay, get back to the rental company. They ain't going to do nothing. Why do you think they got all your information? That shit will pop up on your credit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to another rental company, you don't even know that you're red flagged. Right. Same thing with these banks. You don't even know you red flag. You're in the check system. People don't even know what that is. You feel me? Yeah. So it all ties together. And, you know, it's all about credibility. So I just tell people, keep up, not just with your credit, but with your relationship. So when you do get in a fucked up situation, and you might have a couple collections, or you might fall off because that happens in life. You fall off with payments or whatever. Those good relationships will help you bounce back. If you burn every bridge you cross, how you gonna cross the bridge? You're gonna be stuck where you at if you keep burning them bridges with everybody. You're gonna be stuck, literally. So, them bridges and relationships you make, you have to keep it, because let's say you over here and you built that bridge over here. If you fucked up over here, you could be able to cross that bridge and be safe over here versus being stuck. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, and that goes with credit. That goes with real life. Like I said, me as a person, that's why I stand on principles, morals, values, and, you know, all that shit, because it's just certain shit in life I just don't play with people about. I used to, but now I don't. Because like I said, once you burn that bridge, you can't cross that once you burn it. You feel me? So I apply that to life, and I just tell people, like, have that mindset with everything you do, and be good to people, whatever. If people treating you fucked up after you've been good to them, don't be scared to cut people off. People come and go. Just like money come and go, don't do everything for no money. All of that, it all applies to life. You feel me? So
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. You hit some good points though. You hit some good points. For sure.
For sure. Always, man.
You like fashion?
I like what I like. So, you know, what everybody else
what brands you go to? If like name brands. If not, I know you got your own style or whatever, but if you had to choose a brand, what brands are your go-tos?
I don't know, because I do have my own style. Like, I would wear a mix of all type of shit, just as long as it coordinate for me. I like to coordinate, you know what I'm saying? I like to coordinate, you know? So,
for sure.
That's literally, I literally can't even answer that. If anything, shit, Nike, I just said that the other day, like, think about it, I'm going to wear me some Nike.
Oh, yeah, tech suit all day.
I don't care if it's a shirt, a leggings, some shoes. I love Nike. Nike will never get played out to me.
I'm gonna always get me a tech suit.
You said what?
I'm gonna always have me a tech suit.
No, for real. Like, I love Nike. Like, Nike over Adidas all day. I've always been like that. But I love Nike. I feel like Nike will never get played out to me. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm from Chicago, so everybody think they rich and shit out here. So mm-hmm. I'm not into, like, you know, don't get me wrong. I used to be a designer girly, like, but I don't care for that shit, because I've been in the position where I had it all and I lost it all. So I really don't care for that shit no more. That's why I say I like what I like. So if it is designer or whatever, and it might cost, and I like it, I'm gonna get it. But if it's at the thrift store and it's $2, and I like it, I'm gonna get it. It's literally about what I like. It's literally about what I like.
The person make the clothes. The clothes don't make the person.
Yeah, but when it comes to fashion, ideally, I'm a accessories girly. So I love cute accessories, jewelry, glasses, purses. Definitely a purse girly. Stuff like that. So that's my niche. I love accessories and cute things that go in your hair. Because I feel like, especially as a female, that's what makes you. Like, right now, I ain't got my nails on, but I be having on nails. I got into press-ons. I've been a press-ons girly before it started getting popular on TikTok. Because I'm a DIY girl. Y'all like to do a lot of shit myself. So I like to have press-ons to match every outfit, hairstyle, rings, gold jewelry. I'm a gold jewelry girly. Sometimes it get 90s, sometimes it get early 2000s, depending on, you know, I feel like that's what makes my style me. I like to have vintage pieces. So I have a lot of vintage purses and stuff like that, glasses, frames, shades. Like, I'm one of them.
Okay then. Are you the ambassador of Baddie Body Us, or what is that?
Baddie Body. Yeah, so that was a swimsuit line that I had for like about 4 months. It was just something I was trying, a little online shop, doing a little Baddie Body. I was thinking about bringing it back this summer. I don't know. I might. It was an online store where you could just shop, get you some cute, sexy little swimsuits from sizes small all the way up to 2 to 3XL.
Right.
So I am thinking about bringing it back. You know, the summer is coming back around. Some spaces be hot all year round. So now I was thinking about bringing it back. I don't know.
So why'd you stop it?
I was maintenancing a lot at the time. Like I'm one of them. I be putting my hands sometimes into too many things. Sometimes as a solo is right now, and not having no team, I can't do everything as much as I try to. I am not Superwoman. I can't do everything. And plus, it wasn't my main money maker. It was like a little side hustle. Like I'm one of them people. Once I have an idea, I'm going full throttle. Yeah. Putting it all together so fast. I would put an idea together so fast. And that's what it was. It was an idea that I brought to life. It was doing good. It was making its little money on, but it was a little side hustle, and it wasn't like a die-hard business. Like, I just put together something. Right. Instagram, website, logo, everything was me. Whatever you saw on Betty Body, I did that.
That's what's up. For sure. Shout out to
you. And Betty Body was just one of many ideas that I had that came and went. Like I said, I don't know if I might bring it back because I'm so invested in what I got going on now. Yeah, it was just a cute side hustle, cute online passive income.
You jack all trades, shit. You got like 20,000 businesses for.
Yeah, I do this shit.
Yeah, say that. What type of food you like?
I'm a foodie.
I know. You be making that mukbang shit.
Dad, I like to eat food, try new food, so I'm one of them. Like, I will try new stuff. Like, I'm not afraid of food.
You look like a pasta type of girl.
I am. I love Italian food. That's why I said Chicago got the best. I love Italian food. I love pizza, pasta, macaroni, mazzaroli, what else?
Stromboli, all that shit.
Ravioli, the real one that they serve in a restaurant where they put like 5 on your plate, but that should be so good. Like, I hate how people be trying to shit on Olive Garden because Olive Garden actually good. Like, I used to fuck with them back in the days. But yeah, I'm a real I love like a good Italian food. Anything.
You fuck with shrimp scampi? Yeah. Okay.
I love anything pasta. Like, I could tell you what I don't like versus what I do like. Because what I do like, we'll be talking for hours.
What you don't like?
I don't like mushrooms, anything
Why?
spicy. I can't do nothing spicy. It has to be mild. I don't like olives, anchovies. I don't like supreme pizza. The only pizza I like is sausage, pepperoni, cheese. I don't mind pineapples on my pizza. I don't mind because I like it.
You're a real one, man. You're a real one. Remember that.
I like fruit. I like fruit, but I don't like melons. So no type of melon, no cantaloupes, no regular melons, no watermelons. I used to eat watermelons as a kid. I don't no more. That's hard.
You like star fruit, dragon fruit?
Dragon fruit, they decent. I don't eat peaches, but I like peach flavored stuff. I don't eat watermelons, but I like watermelon flavored stuff. Don't eat bananas. Don't like banana flavored nothing. I like banana puddings without the bananas.
You ever try guinea?
No.
I don't know what they call it in America, but it's like the little green balls, and when you crack it open, it's like sweet.
You're Jamaican. I'm starting to hear your accent, but no, I didn't. No, I never tried that, but I would.
Yeah, true. We got soursop too. You know what soursop is? It looks like a fucking green porcupine or some bullshit. I think
I know what you're talking about.
And they got the black balls at the end of it, and you feel me?
I think I seen a video of somebody eating it. I seen a video of somebody eating like exotic fruits from out the country. Yeah. That's my type of shit right there. Like, that's a mukbang I do, exotic fruits outside the country and shit like that. Like,
I want to go to Cambodia and try all the food there.
I want to go to Asia.
Asia?
I love their culture and their food, and everything just looks so fresh. And
I want to go to Japan.
Yeah. That's one of the main spots I want to go in Asia. Asia and Africa, they're my main two.
Africa, yeah, the motherland.
I think I've been to Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica next on my international list. Yeah. Definitely.
Go to Jamaica. It's fine. Especially now. Now it's
yeah,
popular.
that's next.
It's popular now because of that fucking that river shit where you get massages by the niggas and shit. It's popular now type shit. You feel me? But yeah, go to Jamaica. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? What's your views on the gym? You go to the gym?
Yeah, I've been inconsistent lately, but yeah. See, my thing with the gym is me personally. I'm not trying to lose. I'm not trying to lose no more weight.
Mm-hmm.
Nor am I trying to gain. I'm at a point where I just want to tone, get my muscles all the way how I want them.
You
I want my
little weight.
Well, no, I don't want a six pack. I just want my abdomen tone. I want to tone everything up and, maintain that in my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's how gym is for me. Because growing up, I played sports ever since I was like in fourth grade. So I always kept myself in body active. And I feel like with a lot of athletes, male and female, like, once you graduate high school or college, unless you into it professionally or in some type of like D1 or league or something like that, you don't really keep up with it no more. And if you don't keep up with that and you don't go to the gym, you're not keeping up with your body. So as an ex-athlete, it's important for me to stay in the gym and keep that momentum and keep that, in me because I'm so used to it. I'm so used to working out my body and stretching it and preparing it and moving it. I'm so used to moving my body around. Like even to this day, I can't sit still too long. As you see, I keep switching my position every couple minutes because I can't sit still. So in the gym, it just it feel like a part of me. Like when I don't go to the gym, I always be like, I need to go to the gym. I need to go to the gym, man. I'm one of the people that need a trainer too. I need somebody to tell me what to do because I will get on the equipment doing this and it's really for your legs. So now I got my head with somebody ass and balls in it and like I need somebody to tell me what to do, but I also have like a militant disciplinary way. So I know how to take authority and take criticism. So you can yell at my ass like the military and it won't bother me.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That means you are in control of your emotions for sure.
Yeah. Lately, the past year or two, I've been triggered really bad. So I've been having to relearn to gain that self-discipline. But this year, I can say I definitely been doing good.
Maybe the triggering things was like someone attacking you or some shit. That's different. You feel what I'm saying? That's different. I ain't gonna lie, I'm with you on that. I can't control myself if someone's trying to attack me. But everything else that's out of my control, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, and that's what I've been on. You know what I'm saying? I naturally don't give a fuck, but I always have something to say. And sometimes I don't need to say shit. Just fuck it.
Sometimes you just gotta let shit be. Let stupid people do stupid shit.
For real.
Lately, what shows or movies caught your attention?
Lately, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a YouTube girly. Like I be on YouTube watching, listening to podcasts, listening to millionaires talk, and listening to their stories. I like to listen to people talk about God and their stories and stuff like that. As far as movies and TV shows, I can tell you like the type of shit I do like to watch. Maybe so people could comment and give me some recommendations and stuff. I'm a science fiction girly. So I love Resident Evil, Harry Potter, Divergent, shit like that. All that type of shit.
There's a movie you need to watch. It's on Hulu. It's called The Creator. It's with Denzel Washington's son.
I think, yeah, I definitely would.
That shit's so gas. It's so gas. Like it's about like there's a person that made like what do you call them? Fucking mechanical people. So the U.S. is trying to kill her and all this craziness, and one of their soldiers fell in love with the creator of the android people. So it's a whole bunch of drama shit. You gotta watch it. It's fine.
So she created Android?
Yeah. Well, her father did, but she inherited when he died.
You know what's funny? I also I don't know if I brought it up, but I never really got into detail. I have lots of brothers and sisters. Like I'm going on 25, and I got 6 older than me.
Yeah.
So I have lots of brothers, and growing up, I watched them play games and stuff like that. My dad, he always been a hustler. My dad, he like the hustler. My mom is the bad bitch. She always been the bad bitch. The fur coats, the purses, the hair, the nails, this and that. My daddy, the hustler, take care of everybody, look out for everybody. Always been resourceful too, not just money. He always been resourceful. You know what I'm saying? Which is a big difference. And as I get older, going back to you know how people ask what type of man or woman you want in life, resourceful people is one of them because I'm a resourceful person myself. Whether I got money or not, I still have people solve their problems by giving them resources and solutions. So that's the type of person my daddy was, and still is to this day. So I have a mix of both. So diving back into the topic, when you mentioned androids, it reminded me of this game. I'm sorry, I'll be having brain farts in the middle of me talking. I was gonna say, my daddy, he was always a hustler, so we had every game you could think of: GameCube, the regular PlayStation, the regular Xbox, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, PS5, all the games you can think of, the Nintendo handheld game, the DS, all of that, right?
Yeah.
Then what was the PlayStation one? Let's hold in your hand.
PSP.
PSP. Damn,
how you doing
that?
How are you doing that?
I'm that bitch. I don't know how I'm doing that because I'm doing this. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Hey man, you snap it. I think you did something like this, and it just.
I don't know what I did, and it started fireworks. But hey,
you snapping. Look at you.
But no, okay. So long story short, brothers play the game. So I started getting involved with gaming. Have a lot of gaming experience. Okay, I get down. Going back to what you said, Android, it's a game called Detroit Becoming Human. I don't know if you heard about it, watch some gameplay.
It got that one actor in it.
It got that one actor. I know what you're talking about. I just forgot his name.
He's from Marcus, a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, I know.
I said Marcus, that's his name on the game.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. Every person who plays that game, it's a real person.
Yeah.
So like the actor you're talking about, all the other characters in the game, those are real people that's been kind of like Until Dawn. It's like another video game with famous actors. He's always in an Android
type of movie too. You feel me? So he snapped. I played that shit. He snapped.
Yeah, that was a good game. So yeah, it kind of goes into the vibes that I like. I like conspiracy theory movies. I like eye-opening movies that you gotta watch with the third eye, and I like shit that. I was into Marvel real bad. I grew out of it a little bit, but I was into Marvel real bad.
It got kind of trash now.
Yeah, they did. Even movies, even those other little Marvel movies like Lucy.
Lucy's gas. What? Lucy's gas.
All I say was trash. I was just gonna say, Lucy.
It's gas.
Lucy, one of the movies where you gotta
listen.
And that's the type of bitch I am. I like to think. I like shit that makes me challenge my brain. I like people, places, and things that help me challenge my brain. So anytime I'm around people, they need to be challenging me. When I'm watching something, it needs to be challenging. And other than that, I used to be a reality TV girl. We love it, hip hop, all reality TV. That ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. So
I used to live with a girl for 2 years. All she used to watch was fucking that Chrissy shit, and some other shit. But especially that Chrissy shit, that white family. Mm-hmm. It's like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or some shit.
Yeah, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Watch that shit all the time.
The Braxtons, Flavor of Love, Pimp My Ride, Wild Now, the old ones. That used to be my type of comedy too. The Dave Chappelle show, I used to love watching that. That's so Raven, even though it was on Disney Channel. Yeah. She was like that for Disney Channel. You feel me? Like. She's the only bitch on Disney Channel who played multiple characters on her own show. Mm-hmm. Literally, like some Eddie Murphy, Professor Clump shit, where he was playing all the family members. Raven did that. Mm-hmm. And I love Raven. She was definitely an inspiration for me. Personality-wise, I would kind of compare myself to her. Like, her wittiness, her funniness, the faces she would make. I got all of that real bad.
Yeah, for sure. Did you watch Did you watch that Quiet on the Set documentary on HBO? It's crazy.
I didn't need to watch it because I already knew that shit.
It's crazy.
I already knew that shit.
Shit's sad.
It's really crazy. The whole industry is crazy.
Sad.
That's a whole nother story. You don't want my input on that.
You know, Nickelodeon means I don't care about God.
Yeah, a lot of stuff mean they don't care about God. None of them people that's on top believe in God. They think they're gods. Yeah. And that's why they're going to hell. But you know, that's another story, especially the music industry.
Oh, yeah. All them human trafficking. Fucking look at P. Diddy right now doing shit crazy. Yeah. You don't fuck with BMF for power?
Oh, yeah. See me? I like Raising Kanan better than BMF.
That's the best one.
Hello, I think I found my person. I like Raising Kanan better than BMF.
Not compared to BMF though. Not compared to BMF. Compared to all the
BMF,
other powers.
I think they get too carried away with, because you know BMF is not exactly depicted on what happened, and I think they got too carried away with making up their own scenarios. That's why motherfuckers are thinking doing random shit this season. You know, it's still good. Yeah. But I feel like with Raising Kanan, it gave that edge on the seat like the original Power did. Because you know, on the original Power, somebody was dead every episode when you was on the edge of the seat, because you would never know who would die. The main character could die on episode 2 of a brand new season, and you still got 8 more episodes to go. Right. So that's how I feel like Raising Kanan did. Also, the plot and the timeline of it being in the 80s and the 90s, the swag. You know, 50 Cent, any TV show under Power, they all got that shit on. So for it to be in the 90s and the 80s, and for them to have that shit on, and just the hair, the clothes, the vibes, the way they talk. Jukebox is one of my favorite characters.
Jukebox, that baby boy.
just the whole vibe of Raising Kanan, like it was just on your seat. Like ever since season 1, I was on my edge of my seat. Like, yeah, I love Raising Kanan.
That nigga be like, man, I don't fuck with rock. I don't fuck with my mofo.
I don't fuck with my mother. That's MUVA, honey. Real New York shit. Just, ooh, she a beast too. Even though not a beast in a good way, like her, she was just.
She a devil. I ain't gonna lie.
She fucked the whole family up. They mentally just gone. Don't fuck her ass.
Especially the little brother, fucking a psych ward right now, I think.
Yeah, but I'm glad at the end of the season that the one that just passed, you know, I thought she was gonna say fuck her whole family and just, you know, but she came through. She came through, so she made up for that.
Yeah, she did. You feel me? I liked it. I liked how it ended and everything. It set up the next season perfectly too.
Yeah, it always, see, that's what good TV do. It always sets it up for the next season the right way. I like the acting. I like the actors that they put in it. I feel like with BMF, they just start putting random people in it. And then like they was exposed on the internet before it came out. Yeah. And I know they tried to do that for views, but I feel like it fucks it up. It would have been better if it was unexpected to see Lil Baby and all these people pop up. The fact that y'all telling us, and they're not even real characters in the show, they just people that y'all put in it for views. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're doing too much at this point.
They're doing too much. This season, it didn't make sense to me at all. I'm not going to lie to you. Because it's like they're skipping shit. Like, at first they was in St. Louis with Saweetie, then they in Atlanta, and then they in Miami for like one episode, and then they back in where the fuck they are. I don't even know where the fuck they are.
It's the stuff for me. What is she supposed to be doing?
I don't know.
The husband singing and shit. He's still mad that he cheated on this woman. How many seasons ago? Like, damn, they still showing that storyline for them. Like, that's what I'm saying. They're like, they're not. It ain't even BMF no more. It's just random shit going on, and they done made their own show. It's called BMF, but it ain't even about BMF no more. They done made their own shit. Like, they keep showing the
House of Pain,
Carrie and Lala scenes trying to carry out that love story so bad. Like,
I'm tired of Lala. I'm tired of Lala. Lala needs to get the fuck on by now.
Like that first season, the first 2 seasons was good, especially the first one. The first season of BMF was just.
They need to kill.
You know what I'm saying? And then the way they ended last season, I thought they was going to get into the grown versions of Carrie and Meech. Yeah. Because it showed last season, because I remember everything. It showed last season at the end how they was in jail. And, you know, I thought they was going to start tapping into that. They still talking about the same shit from season 2.
I feel like it's going to be only 2 more seasons and then it's done, because it's not making sense anymore.
It's not. And even last season, Meech's daddy, the real BMF, he was mad how they was depicting the show, because he was like, we ain't do none of that shit. Like how they was trying to make it seem like B Mickey told and this and that. The real B Mickey came out was like, I ain't telling nobody. Don't be playing on my name. I never snitched in the, like for real.
Yeah.
Let them make a show about my life, and y'all trying to tell people I'm a snitch and I did this and did that, and I ain't do that shit for real. I'm gonna be mad too.
Lil Meech was on a fucking jail call with him, and he was saying that shit, and Lil Meech was like, "Nah, Daddy, it's just TV. You feel me? You just gotta dramatize it." Da, da, da. Like, nigga, what?
Like, nigga, what? How you gonna dramatize this my life? If you gonna tell my life, at least tell it the right way. Like, you know, you could dramatize it, but like we saying, see, this season y'all dramatizing it a little too much, baby.
Yeah, they doing too much for sure. They doing way too much.
Love, it's trying to be a love show, love drama show that be on Lifetime or something. Like,
soap opera, man. Oh shit! What music you listen to? What type of music you go to?
I kind of like with food. I like what I like. Yeah. Kind of like with colors. I ain't got no favorite color. I like what I like.
Yeah.
My damn fucking light city coming off. But I don't know. I just like what I like. Like, it ain't no specific genre. I listen to multiple genres. I like different artists. I like stuff. I like music that make me feel nostalgia, that takes me back to certain moments, because I'm the type of person that remembers stuff. So music, it's certain music and songs that be taking me back. Mm-hmm. I like music that take me back into times. You know what I'm saying? And that be random songs and music. So I like all type of music for real.
You fuck with what's his name? 4 Bats?
Who's that?
Some jit from Texas.
No, that's another thing too. I feel like an old lady because I don't even be hip to most shit that be going on. So let's say if I get hip to him and I like a song, that'll be my new favorite song because that's the type of person I am.
I'm gonna steer you in the right direction. Listen to what's the song called? I think it's called Not Another Vase or some bullshit. It got a 90s feel to it. Like it's a good ass song. You need to listen to that bit. You gonna fuck with it. You gonna fuck with it. Real shit. I'm gonna send it to you though. I'm gonna send you that big ass though. That big ass is like, one. Do you smoke? Here and there. Alright, so are you spiritual? So do you incorporate the smoking with your spirituality, or is it two different things? You just, you know what I mean?
It's definitely two different things, but there's definitely spirituality in smoking.
Right.
I find spirituality in everything because my definition of spirituality is going within. So kind of like I said earlier with the astrology and all of that stuff. Like the deeper you get into stuff, that's what spirituality means. The getting deep, right? So like you were saying with smoking, you know, some people just smoke to smoke. But me, I had to create boundaries and create a discipline and create almost like a schedule for me to smoke because I understand myself. I know myself. Mm-hmm. I'm spiritual. I'm deep with myself. I know myself. I'm not going to question myself. Sometimes, you know, I'm human. I make mistakes, but I know myself. I know if I get high before I got to go to work, I'm going to be at work just... What's up? Yeah, Monica. Like, I could be very stern and nonchalant sometimes. Yeah. And that's not my original personality, so it's obvious. Sometimes you can't feel in my face I'm high, but sometimes, like, I'm not one of the people that get high and get slow and get dumb. What I'm saying is, it's like, I had to learn me. You feel me? So, now when I smoke, like, the old me would have been itching. I probably would have been smoking during this interaction because we've been interacting for a little minute now, so I probably would have pulled out one and
I would have been smoking too, but I see my PO in like a week, so I can't.
Like, long story short, I created boundaries and I know me when it comes to smoking, and I know my limits. I'm a real smoker. I could roll pearl a big ass wood.
Come on now. We on Best Roller TV. Remember that.
yeah. You got it on the Best Roller. I ain't the Best Roller. I ain't taking that title. But one thing about it, I'm gonna roll up one, and it's gonna hit. Yeah. And me, I smoke all the way down to the Rudy, from the Rudy to the Tootie. So ain't no roaches left, ain't no ducks left. I don't one of them. I face the whole blunt, scrolling, laughing, whole big ass cigars, just like it ain't nothing. So I had to learn my limits because eventually I would intake a lot, and then You know, I tell people, like, think about it. When you get high, what you want to do? You want to sit back and chill and just chill, because that's what getting high does. It's like a body effect. So your body naturally just wants to chill, right? So I noticed, you know, I'm a busy girl. So I know when I roll up, I had to create boundaries for myself as a businesswoman, that it can't be in the midst of me trying to get shit done. It can't be before I leave and meet with clients. You know,
definitely
if I do leave out and hit a little 1-2, it got to be like a 45-minute hour before I get to them. It can't be immediately I get high and be in somebody's place. So I got to at least let the high wear off or something like that. But, you know, ultimately, like I said, it's just learning yourself. And that's with any drug, because weed is technically a drug. We're getting high. The way we use it is a drug. Now, people be like, weed comes from the earth. It's not a drug.
It's a plant.
Yes, it comes from the earth. A lot of shit comes from the earth. But the way we use it, it's a drug. And like I said, I take accountability for other people and myself. And I understood that upon a time I was abusing weed as a drug, and I was technically an addict. Like, I would get agitated without weed. My mood would change. My body would be so used to getting high that when I don't smoke, I would feel like intense hunger. Even though I would eat, it would suppress my appetite. I couldn't eat till I get high. Like, it was a lot. Like, I needed to get high before everything. I needed to get up before I wake up. I need to get high before I go to sleep. I need to get high before I leave the house. I need to get high before I eat. I need to get high before we go out. We're finna go outside. Okay, let me roll up first. We're gonna do that. Let me roll up first. That's roll the TV. Want to get on the interview with me? Let me roll up and get high real quick first. Just like, that was me. High. I gotta get high. Yeah. I disciplined myself to where I smoke when I feel like it.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna smoke after this call. But I'm not thirsty for it. Don't get me wrong. It's been in my head like, as soon as I get up, I am. But it's not as bad. It's not like I'm fiending for it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'd have been in a lot of different situations just fiending for some weed, okay? And it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? So back to the spirituality and weed thing. That's how I found myself with it. So like, kind of like when people can't admit that they might be alcoholics or might be drug addicts. I admitted I was addicted to weed. At first, I couldn't see it, but once I got out of myself and go back into spirituality, diving deep into yourself, once I dived deep into myself, I understood I am addicted to weed, and it is hindering me from getting certain projects done and getting certain things done. And, you know, I would get high and cancel my whole day. You know what? I'll do it tomorrow. But you know what? I'll go next time. And, you know, next thing you know, a whole year went past, and I done skipped all my, you know. So in 2024, I disciplined myself, and I even went on a fast from weed for a while. The longest I did was about a month or two, but you know, I didn't deal back. But now, because of that, I'm able to smoke when I want to, so which is a good thing.
The thing that helped me from, you know, being addicted to weed was going to jail. I can't get weed in there, feel me? So it really knocked me out.
It's like a course.
Yeah, it knocked me out the course of rolling up every minute of the day, just doing something like how you say you gotta smoke before everything. That was me, literally. Like, just to walk out the crib, I'm like, damn, I need to roll up real quick, just in case.
So imagine being self-disciplined. Imagine having access to it, but you gotta discipline yourself to not do it.
Yeah, that's a different time.
You know what? Not tonight, not today. Da da da. And it do be tough. That's why I say the journey or whatever you're going through, it be tough. Yeah. But it's a part of the journey. Now it don't even bother me as much as it like. I would get like I would get mad, frustrated, angry, like agitated, easy, like.
Yeah, off the little shit.
I got my face, the facial expressions. I got that real bad, like my face.
Yeah, off the little shit. Like if you run out of water and you gotta go grab another water bottle, you mad as fuck.
Like, man, like when you walk past your door and your pants get caught on the door and that shit just agitates the fuck out of you. That's how agitated I get.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, that shit still agitate me because it's just like, why the fuck?
Like, especially, and it only happens on a bad day. We having a bad day, and it just make it even more. It make you want to rip the door.
Literally,
it's a video of an old wrestler. He ripped the whole door off the hinges, pushing holes in it, kicking. That's how bad my anger be. Like, when I get agitated and one thing set me off, I be ready to just rip it apart. So that's how we used to make me feel, and I had to think, cause I'm a truther.
Yeah.
Tell her. So I used to be thinking for myself, I had to think.
Yeah.
That's fucked up for you to get like that without some damn weed. Like, I be having talks to myself like,
yeah,
that is fucked up. And you change that. So I changed that. So now without weed, I can go without weed and not be agitated, not be feeling like this and feeling like that. You feel me? So that's the spirituality part of it for me. And like I said, when it comes to spirituality itself, me diving deeper into myself, understanding, learning and understanding myself, and it helped me create the boundaries I have now for myself. So, it's certain shit, like I said, it's certain shit I'm not even letting slide. Like back then, I probably would have let it slide because I used to think it wasn't that serious, but now it is that serious. Like how people be like, "She doing too much. You gonna block me? You gonna?" Yeah. I used to be the bitch. I didn't want to block you. I don't give a fuck. You can see what I got going on. Now that I'm blocking the shit out of you, bitch. I don't want to see you. You feel me? Like I don't want to deal with you. If I don't want to talk to you, I'm not talking to you. I don't have to explain shit to you. I'm not explaining myself. It's a lot of shit. You feel me? And it comes to learning yourself. And I had to learn my traumas and realize why they were traumatic to me, and just realize a lot of that. I had to go into dark places with my own little candle and find out why it was so dark in here. And once I was walking around my candle and saw it was a light switch and turned on the fucking lights, I realized it ain't that fucking dark. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I look at life. I look at life as, how they say, I look at life the glass half full instead of half empty.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at the glass. A lot of people nowadays look at the glass half empty. To me, it's half full. All you gotta do is add a little more. But to them, it's half empty. They're halfway. Just that negative mindset, that low vibrational energy, feeling fear and feeling not confident and feeling insecure. That's all low vibrational. And it all comes from past trauma, past shit that, we dealt with in the past. Even in my journey, still to this day, I have people talk down on me. I have people who try to use my age against me. I have people that be trying to play on my intelligence, and I'll be ready to. But I have to realize it's part of the journey. They gonna doubt me. Until the day you see me on your motherfucking TV, that's when it all gonna switch up. Oh, I remember me and Mac. We used to go to school together. We used to do this, do that.
Everybody your cousin.
Everybody your cousin, random family members. Oh, I used to watch you when you was a baby. All that come out of nowhere. And it was like all them teachers who told you you would be shit. Oh, I always knew you was gonna be something. Like no, like all that fake energy. I see past it. I'm speaking on it. I'm leaving your ass where it's at. Yeah. And that's just where I'm at in life. Period. Like I'm just, I'm moving how I feel, and it goes back into spirituality and intuition. Your intuition is how you feel. If my intuition telling me, don't fuck with that person. Yeah. That's your spirit. That's your spirituality. That's God, which is God is spirit. People think God is this man who just sit above the clouds. No, God is everywhere. God is energy. God is within us. He is within animals. He is within plants. That's why we're not supposed to eat animals, because when you're killing them, you're taking away their souls. They have souls. They have minds and think how we think. They think too. They just don't talk. They have their own language, like how cows move. We speak English. Yeah. So because they're speaking cow moo, people think that they're just a fucking animal. Like, no, they have souls. Plants, they have souls. That's why plants grow from seeds. They grow. That's why animals grow from babies. And that's why we humans, we grow. All of that stuff. So that's how I look at life. And, God is everywhere. And that's why it's important to treat people, places, and things good, to treat the earth good. Earth is a living mechanism as well. Earth has life. And that's, what I'm saying? Like, all of that. And that's how I look at God. And, God is within. Like, you hearing voices in your head, for people that are atheists and think the Big Bang Theory created all of us, that voice in your head, science can't create that. Man can't create a soul. Right. And that's what makes God real. For anybody who doubts God, people have their own gods. They believe in this, that, and the third. That's on you. But as far as God, He is the spirit, right? So that's how I be trying to explain to people. Now, when you talk about Jesus and all that other stuff, Jesus was a human that walked the earth like me and you, but He was a good guy. And, when they talk about how was He resurrected, I try to tell people He was, I don't like to say possessed, but He was possessed by God, the spirit. Just like how in movies and, demonic people get possessed by the devil and they come back to life as zombies or as vampires or as this and that. That's what God did for Jesus. Because that's him. And he was able to do things that God did. Walk on water, do this, do that, spook the seas. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my belief. And yes, I do believe in Jesus, whether his name is Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh. I believe in him. I believe there was a man who walked this earth and was so godly, so good, was so praised and highly thought of that they hated on him. Yeah, and you know why I believe that? Because I experienced that in real life. Where you're just so good to people, you're just so innocent. Not saying I'm like just perfect and a goody two shoes, but I'm so innocent when it comes to people. I'm so genuine that people will hate you for it. They will hate that you're not like them. That damn, why she just can't be fucked up like us? Cause it make them feel bad. It make them feel shame and guilt for all the fucked up shit they did to other people. And that's why they did what they did to Jesus. So that's why I'm a believer. And back to the God and spirituality. God is within us all. And like I said, the more you tap deeper into yourself, you're tapping into your consciousness. And the highest consciousness you have is called the Christ consciousness. Jesus Christ consciousness, being all the way at the top of your vibrations, versus being low vibrational. They call it devil energy, demon energy, low vibrational. And low vibrational is living in fear, lying, cheating, being not saying depression, is low vibrational, but
being pessimistic.
It's not like bad. Not everything that's low vibrational is bad, but it's bad for you basically. So being depressed isn't like a bad. Oh, it's bad to be depressed. It's just bad for you because you're depressed. You're not in your best state of mind. All that low vibrational energy is devil like energy, just like high vibrational energy. Being happy, being nice to people, kind-hearted, giving, sharing, this and that. They call it godly energy. When you see somebody doing good, she's such a godly person, versus when you see somebody doing fucked up shit to you, you'd be like, oh, that is the devil. Same shit applies. Like, the devil is not a real person. It is energy. That's why the devil could be within the people nearest to us, and God could be in the people nearest to us, because it's all about energy, and God is energy. And sometimes God do speaks to you through words, but sometimes he speaks through action. So, for example, I've been in situations where I might be talking to somebody about an idea or this and that, or about my personal life, and they might keep cutting me off. Just keep cutting me off. Mm-hmm. That's a sign to
leave them alone. For real. Leave them the fuck alone.
That's a sign to shut the fuck up. Don't be telling your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, God, that's why they say God works in mysterious ways.
Literally.
Like, people think he's this human who's finna just whisper shit in your ear. Like, no. You can't be naive. You have to be willing to see with your eyes, hear with your ears, taste with your mouth, all the senses that God gave us. You have to be willing to use all of that. Okay, like, everything is not going to be broken down and told to you. We live in times where everybody's sensitive and everybody wants everything to be handed to them. And like in that recent interview with Kanye West, and I fuck with Kanye West, but in that recent interview he did, where he was trying to talk to Jesus, and he ain't respond back, and now he don't believe in him no more. Like, that's not how God and Jesus works. Like, you don't just request things from them and they do it how you say they do it. Like,
you talking about the interview with Justin LaBoy?
Yeah.
Oh. He said that.
And I didn't even watch the whole thing, and I'm a big interview girl. I didn't even watch the whole thing.
He said
that. I saw that clip, and he's not the first one that said that. Amber Rose did it. So many celebrities say this, but a lot of celebrities are atheists and they believe in the devil. That's because of the people that they follow. They got handlers and stuff. But that's another video. But anyway, Amber Rose said the same thing, like, she's an atheist. And she said she's an atheist because she prayed to God before and he didn't respond to her. And, that is so ignorant because, like I said, people think God is like this human that when you pray, he going to knock on your door and be like, hey, what's up? Let me tell you how to go about your life. No, that is not God. Like I said, God is energy, is spirit. And the best way to tap in with God is tapping in with yourself. That's the best advice I can give people. Going in the Bible, even though they, did some changes to it, the best one I recommend is the NIV or the NIJ. I think it's NIV, the Bible, not the King James, the other version. And tapping in with yourself. There's a lot of changes they did. And the King James version is, I'm going to just say, not the correct version. It's a lot of Bible verses, even certain phrases and words can switch. That is like almost evil in a way. So definitely be careful about which Bible you buy, guys. Definitely by the right version. And also with the Bible, people be trying to make it seem like the Bible is based on real life events. Not saying that, kind of like what we was talking about with BMF. I feel like it was based on real life events, but it was dramatized in a way, but not like impossible dramatized. I just feel like that's why it's a lot of wisdom in that book. It's a lot of like analogies and what you call it. You know how country people talk with slang, and they might say something, and you be like, okay, you got to break down what it means once you realize what it, you get what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of wisdom in that book that speak in. I had somebody tell me the other day, like they said, you talking like you speaking metaphors and sarcasm. And that's kind of like what the Bible does. It's speaking like metaphors and stuff like that. That's why you can quote the Bible to this day. And it applies to real life stuff because there's metaphors and analogies and situations and stories in the Bible that apply to real life stuff, like David and the Goliath. That story talks about bravery and being courage and not being afraid of people who may look bigger than you, because what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Another metaphor that applies to that. So, that's what the Bible consists of. And I found it difficult at first to read it, but eventually, there are different versions that are easier to read. Get the best one that you know how to read. Tap in, and you feel me? Just apply it to your life. Find certain sections that apply to your life, or when you do random sections and read certain verses, just find out how it could apply to your life. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna actually be doing a YouTube video of my Bible verse breakdown and how I do my Bible studies. Yeah. Because like I say, I be trying to tell people I'm not like your average Christian. I'm a spiritual Christian. Yeah. So like, yes, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, but I'm not like, I don't go to church all the time. I grew up in church, but I don't go all the time. And I have my own way to preach his word. So, I have my own way of breaking it down, and I kind of tell people, I'm kind of like Medea. You know how Medea explained the Bible in her own way, but she be on point with her preaching. Yeah. I make it relatable and easy to understand.
There's a certain way how I read the Bible too, so you gotta read it like you gotta read every comma. You can't stop you cannot stop. What was it? You have to. It's like taking a breath at every comma or period. You have to stop at the period, not the comma. Yes. Feel me? Can't take a breath. You can't stop. You feel me? Type shit like that. But
and God means the breath of life.
Mm-hmm. And the way how you say Yahweh, it's literally like a breath. Yahweh, you feel me? It's like a literal breath. So
and it go back to what I was saying, how God is in everything. The breath of life, like that's how we're alive, because we breathe. You feel me? So us breathing, and as long as you're here another day, it don't matter what you're going through. Like, I don't care how bad you think your life is. As long as you live another day to breathe, you have another chance at life to get closer to God, which is yourself. Getting closer to God is getting closer to yourself. And yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like when people feel stressed, all they got to tell themselves is tomorrow's a new day, and everything will be all right.
And going back to the drug weed conversation, a lot of people get high off weed and different drugs and get drunk is to get out of their body. Mm-hmm. But the best thing to do in life is to go within, and that's hard for a lot of people. Like I said, it starts back with trauma from childhood all the way up to however old you is now, and a lot of people don't want to go back to when they were hurt, when they were in pain, and when they were betrayed, and when they was, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But to tap in with God, which is the breath of life, and breath, when you breathe in and out, right? You have to go within and deal with all the shit you've been through and release it out like breath. That's why they say you breathe in the good shit and you let go of the bad shit. Mm-hmm. You breathe in oxygen and you release carbon monoxide. If you be around too much carbon monoxide, what's gonna happen? You die.
Yeah.
So when you go through, not when you go through too much shit, but when you go through shit and you don't heal from it and you don't let it go, it can kill you. That's why a lot of people who are bitter, mad, fucked up people, angry, sad, always depressed, they're stuck in a period of time of when they get hurt. That's why a lot of people who might be old, they are stuck in for when they were teenagers when they got hurt. That's why a lot of niggas or females, they be cheating on their significant other, talking about, oh man, cheat, all bitches cheat. No, that's because they got their heart broke. And they feel like everybody gonna do the same. So, they say hurt people, and you have to get over that hurt. And in 2024, it's so important to say that because we are battling not the flesh, but the spirit, like we're talking about. Like, there's a lot of people who
spiritual warfare
I love, who might be our family members and shit like that, but they spirit fucked up because they ain't healing what's inside. And you know how they say, you can have a pretty face, but an ugly personality because they inside is fucked up. Like I said, you got to go within, clean all that shit up because it's nobody's responsibility but you. And I know that's a fucked up reality to swallow. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's nobody's problem. And that's another reason I am at this point in life where I am, because last year I went through so much shit and I was being attacked, I was being provoked. But the moment I responded and put myself in their shoes, I was just as bad as them. So I had to come to the conclusion, and when I had that epiphany, like, I'm in this fucked up spot in life because of me. Even though I physically didn't do it to myself, I allowed myself to go there. That was one of the hardest pills I had to swallow. And ever since then, my mindset really changed on everything. Like, it's really up to you. I know fucked up shit happens to us. It happens to the best of us. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to clean that shit up, or else you're going to be laying in that bed like that for the rest of your life. And then next thing you know, all this time going to go past. You're going to have kids. You're going to have all this shit. But you ain't going to be able to live the life you want to live because you stuck. You always bitter. You always mad. You always waking up sad and angry and all these mixed emotions. And you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to handle it because you ain't went deep inside to really address the problems and accept it. And like I said, I know a lot of fucked up shit happens to us, but you have to accept that it happened and you got to let it go. And that's the hardest part. Sometimes I be having flashbacks. I still be ready to pull up and beat bitches up. And the word bitches for the sex. But you got to let it, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. Breathe in the good shit. Breathe out the good shit. Take a breath. Meditate. That's why meditation is all of that shit ties together in spirituality. Now, all that deep shit, all that witchcraft, and play with spells and shit, I don't do it. I used to be into tarot, so that's why, like I said, anything I know what I know is because I did it. So I used to do that shit, but I don't do it no more. I feel like that is getting away from God. That is demonic. And people think demonic is instantly devil. No, anything demonic means anything outside of God. So when you worship other gods except for Jesus and the creator of all, not Buddhism, not this, not Oshun, who was what Beyonce worships, not yourself, not other humans, because you're not supposed to worship nobody but the creator and Jesus, who sacrificed himself for everybody.
Right.
So that's why I stopped doing that shit, because it's outside of yourself. Even with your ancestors. We all got ancestors. And I respect my ancestors, but I'm not going outside of God to build altars and communicate with them and bring their energy here and mess with other people's energy and spirit. That's demonic. Not saying it's bad. Not all the time it's bad. But you're going outside the Holy Spirit, the source. Everything you need is within. Literally.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You see, a lot of people don't really know how to break shit down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people be clouded and shit. And that's really like, I would say that's the devil. Not even. That's just social media. That's society telling them like, yo, you ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to say all of this, da-da-da. Like, nah, some people need to learn the truth. For real. Feel me?
Yeah. And that's, like I said, I'm a truth teller, and you don't know how much shit I had to deal with just by speaking the truth. And what I mean by deal with, I just mean by, like, just the backlash. Like on TikTok, when I have these conversations, especially about Beyonce and people's favorite celebrities, they be upset only because that's their favorite celebrity and they worship them. They idolize them. That's why I tell people, don't idolize people, because you don't know what the fuck they be doing behind the scenes.
So, do you think accountability and common sense is missing from today's society?
Do I? Yes, they are missing. It go hand in hand in a way, but they're missing because this is a perfect example. And I was just thinking in my head, this interview might be long. You probably got to make like a part 1 and part 2.
Oh no!
So
listen, I'm gonna tell you how I do this shit, but all of it is going.
Okay, just make sure I tell you this is a good interview. We talking about real shit. So Okay, we were talking about accountability and common sense, so this is my take on it. My take is common sense is definitely missing because of accountability. Like, everybody want to be like somebody.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Everybody want to be.
Everybody want to be like somebody, and unfortunately, the people that they want to be like live in the same neighborhood. Is on the internet that they might not ever meet. They only seen them on the internet, and just because they seen a little snippet of their life, oh, I want to be just like her. I want to be just like him.
Right.
I don't even know these people. Like, you don't even know what they. Don't get me wrong. It's not wrong to be inspired and be motivated, because I find myself being inspired and motivated all the time. But wanting to be like somebody, idolizing their whole life, just, you ever saw that TV show Swarm? And it was, the creator said it has nothing to do with Beyonce, but the actor was idolized and so obsessed with a singer who has bees, a beehive, dancing and singing, and she would kill. The show was about her killing people who didn't like the same singer she liked. So basically, if you don't like Beyonce, and you say anything back up, I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
That was a show?
That was a show. It's called Swarm. And they claim it has nothing to do with Beyonce. Now, they changed the names and stuff, but that's Beyonce to the T. Because you know how the Beehive is. You say anything about Beyonce, they get on your ass.
On your ass.
They beat up one of the girls from Love and Hip Hop, Mama. For real. Like, they don't play. So, what I'm saying is people just be idolizing shit because they want it or they wish they had a life like that. So, let's say, for example, you just have a nigga that always got the new Jordans on, keep clothes on your back, always got a haircut because you came from a family where your mom, she don't play about her kids. She keep her kids up. Y'all eat breakfast in the morning. Y'all ride at school, whatever. Boom. But when you get to school, everybody see you got on fresh clothes. Dang, I wish I was like him. But because you a good nigga, they would envy and be jealous of you.
Yeah.
But let you be a nigga who you gotta sell drugs and you gotta rob and kill people to get the new shoes. Like, you had to rob a nigga to get them.
Yeah.
They will idolize that, like, oh, I want to be just like him. But it ain't going to be like, because, envy is like an undertone. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm like checking you out. I fuck with what you got on, but I'm really not going to tell you.
It's jealousy is kind of like, jealousy hate, man.
Yeah, and jealousy is more so acting on that behavior. So jealousy could come in different ways. But, like, idolization is like, they worship the ground you walk on. Like, they want to be your friend. Like, oh, come sit next to me, huh? You can have my lunch. You can do this, you can do that. You could, like, just dick riding. You know what I'm saying? But, like, being a yes man, and that's what I don't like. And that go back to accountability. Like, there's certain people who, may come from certain lifestyles and may get dick rided, and they don't. It's hard for them to take accountability because they got so many yes men around them who dig their head up all the time, and the moment somebody like me come around and be like, that's not cool, you shouldn't be doing it, they get mad, they get upset, they oh, you hating on me, she just hating. Like, no, like, that's not cool. Going back to common sense, it should be common sense. Like, I'm trying to think of a real life scenario I had dealing with both. Matter of fact, my ex, he was everything that I just said. A cocky motherfucker, always had that shit on, always had his haircut, new shoes, new clothes, new this, new that. He was that nigga, you couldn't tell him shit.
Yeah.
But he was a crash out too. So if he get pissed off, he was crashing out. Ain't no nothing. Ain't no telling him nothing. So boom, when it comes to accountability and common sense, all that crashing out, like I said, I'm a truth teller. I don't give a fuck who you would be, my mother. I would pull you to the side, I would tell you, like, no. I would protect you in public, of course, because I'm a real ass bitch. But I will always let you know, like, no, that ain't cool. You weren't supposed to be doing that. And with my ex, he would crash out a lot of times for the wrong reasons. And I'll be like, you didn't need to be doing it. He would get mad at me. Like, and I'm like, no, you need to learn how to take accountability because you've been around people so long who enabled your behavior and was so envious of you and so, like, by your character that they would enable you. Like, everything he did was cool. If he was to beat up a stranger right now, they would laugh and be like, oh my God, it's so funny. But me, I would be like, why the fuck you just beat up that random ass stranger? You think you tough? That shit not cool. That's how personality. That shit not cool. You feel me? Not saying he would do that or he did. I'm just saying, like, that's how personality. Like, that shit not cool.
Niggas that do that, people are afraid of them. That's why they laugh.
Exactly. And people, as a person who would do that for the laughs, are weak and insecure. It all ties together. And go back to what you said, common sense. We have common sense. You just have it. That's just something you have. Going back to what I said, having morals and values. I mean, not valuables. Having morals, values, and principles. Like common sense is, after you get done cooking, you ain't just gonna leave the pans full of food and like scrapes. You ain't gonna leave everything everywhere and food be on the floor. Like you're gonna like clean it up. Or like if you make a mess, that's what I'm saying. If you make a mess, it's common sense to clean up behind your mess.
Yeah.
If you make a mess, whatever it is, whether you're cooking, maybe you're pouring Kool-Aid in your cup and you spill a nice amount on the side, common sense would be to wipe it up because it don't take nothing to do it. Yeah. It's just in you. It's a lot of people who will leave that stand on the counter. And if you confront them about it, they will get mad at you. Going back to accountability. People enabling those behaviors. People making them feel like it's okay to just do certain shit like that. To me, I'm a clean freak. I don't like, it's certain, like, for example, I don't like when people use my bathroom sink, brush their teeth, and spit and leave the spit of toothpaste in the sink. Oh, to me, it's common sense.
I hate that
to clean it up.
I hate that
when you rolling up and you dusting out your woods or your tobacco, rolos, cigar, blunts, whatever you want to call it, and you leave it in the toilet and you don't flush it.
It's nasty as fuck.
When you pissing and you leave the toilet seat up and you don't flush,
shit nasty as fuck.
It's common sense to everything. It's just, it's to each his own, but it's common sense and everything. Like, I just have natural common sense where it's just certain shit I'm not gonna do. I'm just not going to do so, because it's all about, it goes into character and it goes into accountability and it goes into having morals and all that shit. Like I said, whether you were like, some people be like, well, they weren't raised like that. Sometimes you ain't gotta be raised like that, because it's a lot of certain shit that I have to teach myself, because at the end of the day, it's common sense. But at the end of the day, it all goes back into the person I want to be. So I know that I gotta have common sense anyway to do certain shit that I want to do in life. You feel me? So it all ties together, common sense and accountability. You got to take accountability for your own actions too, whether you got people around you or not to tell you. Kind of like I tell you about myself, I don't have people around me to tell me, you need to do this, you need to do that. You don't need to be doing this, you don't need to be doing that. Only God and me. And God is within me. So that's why I say I be having lots of talks with myself. So I be having to check. I got to check myself. If I don't check myself, who else going to do it? Especially when you're around a lot of people who want to see you down and want to see you fall off. They going to let you crash out, be a dummy. They going to let you sit around and get high all day when you know you're supposed to be doing this and doing that. They want you to get high all day with them.
Hell yeah.
So they can know you ain't doing shit, because they know they ain't got shit to do. So, yeah, accountability come around from being around other people, yourself, even common sense. Like how they say birds of a feather flock together. I used to not believe in that. I used to be, I can hang with whoever I want to hang with. Like, no, being grown and adult, I need to hang with people who have equal common sense, equal morals, equal values, equal principles, take accountability, can handle accountability, not people who want to get mad and upset at me because I'm telling. And most of the time, you asking me, so I'm telling you now, you get mad at me. I can't deal with that. Like, it got to be equal alignment is what I call.
I hate people with no common sense. It just irks my soul.
Yes. That's what I call ignorant. Ignorant is like when you just purposely just don't care. Like, just stupid and you're doing shit on purpose and like, instead of doing your own research, you want to go back and forth. Like, I could be like, the sky is blue. And I'm the type of person, I don't talk because I got a mouth. And that's where a lot of ignorance come from. People just talking because they got mouth. Like, no, the sky not blue. The sky want to argue, you want to do this and that. All you got to do is go outside and look. All you got to do is look the shit up. Like, you just want to be ignorant. You want to stay in that place of mind. You don't want to take criticism. You don't want to take information from others. You think you're on top of
it's because people want to be cool, right? And if they take something from someone else and they let people know that they did that, people of their stature will think that they're not cool anymore.
And it goes back to what I said earlier. People give too many fucks about what people got to say about them. Because you know what's funny? When you die, they still gonna talk about you.
Hell yeah.
And that's like a real reality pill that people need to swallow. When you die, they're gonna be talked about anyway. So why do you give a fuck? And it's back to what you were saying. So many people want to be cool that they will alter their personality, what they believe in, their principles, their more. They will alter their common sense to do stupid shit just to be liked by people.
Hell yeah.
We hear it all the time. We see it in movies, TV shows. We see it on the news. How, you know, this boy was hanging out with a group of friends and he tried to pickpocket this man, trying to prove that he was a tough guy. He pickpocketed the wrong nigga, and that nigga pulled out that 9 on him and let it loose. Yeah. And now a little boy lost his life because you trying to be cool and do what the other little badass kids be doing. But guess what? After that man pulled out that 9 and did what he did, guess what them other little kids, other little boys did? They ran home straight to their moms. And they give not one fuck.
Hell yeah, they don't give a fuck about you no more. They gonna be like,
they don't give a fuck. And it goes back to the game banging shit. All this shit that be going on nowadays, all these motherfuckers doing shit for cool points, but let you be the one that go in jail or be buried 6 feet deep. They're not gonna send no money when you in jail. They're not gonna send your family no money when you dead. They're not gonna take care of your kids. They're not gonna do shit for you. They might name a block after you, celebrate your birthday for the first couple years, and then after that, that's it. And when I say celebrate your birthday the first couple years, maybe that 1 year after you did, but after that, you ain't even gonna have no birthday celebrations.
Look at
you gonna have a Facebook post.
Mama Duck always say,
that's it.
Mama Duck always say, oh, the friends don't give me no money. They don't do nothing for me.
They don't.
Feel me?
They don't. Nobody that dies. Who you know take it? That's the reality of shit. And people be so caught up in this fake ass, you know, it goes into people wanting to be accepted. So usually when people be doing all that shit, they want to be accepted. Same thing with these females. They want to be accepted so bad. And these ain't nobody to be accepted by. Like, you want to be accepted by them, and they want to be accepted by somebody else. Like, it's just like a cycle. And going back to me and what I'm doing in life and the type of career I want to have, I want to show people that it's cool to be yourself. You will actually be liked way more. Like, it don't matter what other people thinks about you. Like, that's just a low vibrational energy in your mind playing tricks on you. None of that shit matters. Like, the shit that we doing now, you know how many people scared to get on camera and talk? But they'll be in the comments all day talking about you and what you doing. But they would never have the balls to start their own podcast, interview different people, especially females. You know how many podcast interviews I did with men. The conversation didn't even last as long because their mindsets is this fucking big. They don't have no common sense, and they can't take
that's a
real energy. But like I said, it's so many people, even with me, who talk about what I do. So many old hags. Like I said, I'm doing a financial literacy at school. A lot of old hags try to stop my motion, try to stop what I was doing. Bitch, you don't do shit but staple papers and tape shit all day. You're a fucking office assistant, bitch. You've been doing it the last 35 years of your life. The last 5 years of my life, I done did many different things, did all type of shit, bitch. I'm never just doing one shit. So that's why they hate. They be hating. The same things they hate you for is what they love you for, is what I learned.
Views on that JT and Glorilla situation.
JT ate her ass up, and Glorilla's a hating ass bitch. And they do the same thing to her like they do to Nikki. And I know a lot of people be like, Nikki a mean girl, Nikki this, Nikki that. Was she a mean girl when she first came out? No, y'all was dick riding her until all these other bitches came out. Don't get me wrong, when Nikki was out, they be trying to make it sound like she was only on top because she was the only one out. No, the fuck she wasn't. Lil' Kim was still making music. Remy Ma was making music. Trina was making music. There was all type of artists making that. Nikki just one of them bitches who do it better, just like Beyonce. She just do it better than you bitches. And then when it comes to JT, she was minding her own fucking business when these bitches be attacking her on Twitter. She was getting into it with 5 other bitches besides Glorilla that same day. And then Young Miami jumped in, the bitch you supposed to be in the group with, talking about JT sneak dissing on her. That's why I be saying, bitches be so guilty. How the fuck we supposed to be in the same group and you see me arguing with 5 other bitches and you think I'm talking about you? That's how you know you be guilty. See, I got a lot of sisters. I know a fake bitch when I see one. So instantly it gave Young Miami a fake bitch. Glorilla, she a hating ass bitch, cause bitch, you ain't got shit on JT, not even looks, okay? You built like a motherfucking boy. What JT told her, she was like, you a Glock-toted pit bull. You looked at a mess at the BET Awards trying to be sexy. At the BET Awards, when she was on top of them lips trying to twerk, make this pussy cream. He make this pussy. I don't even know the song. Like, yeah, you looked at a hot fucking mess, because that's not you for real. Like, you trying to be sexy, you trying to be all these other bitches, and that's not you. And you hate on a bitch like JT. What Glorilla told JT, you be at, she was trying to make fun of her career, her journey. Like we talked about, they trying to make fun of her journey, how she performing at these like open spaces instead of concerts and arenas and shit. That's the same way Nicki Minaj came up. You feel me? That's the same way a lot of people came up. Like the recent, if you've been following JT, she just had a thing at Houston or something, Miami or something. It looked at like the spring bling from MTV back in the days, where it was just people by a pool and she just on stage with her t-shirt on and they all got matching t-shirts. That's why they hating. Every song JT been dropping, no bars. She had everybody saying more, no bars. Sideways, she had everybody saying, look at that bitch. Okay, I'm pretty and I'm like a hoe. She running TikTok right now. She, you know what I'm saying? That's why the bitches hate it. So Glorilla, like, it's a tactic thing. Like, you gotta look past the bullshit, because I used to be like JT. Any bitch that say something to me, bitch, I'm on your whole ass. But then you gotta look past it, because these bitches just be wanting clout. Same reason why I got made fun of, right, for having blue hair. If you went on my personal Instagram, you know I ate that blue hair up.
Yeah, that's that. Trust me, I follow your personal.
I ate that blue hair up. So bitches be nitpicking with you. So with Glorilla, like, she didn't even make no motherfucking sense. After that, she dropped that song with Meg. It's promo. It's capitalism. Like I said, bitches nitpick with you just to get attention on them, and then boom, drop a song. So
how it go? It go like, go Meg, go Meg.
The song is alright. Meg actually make the song better. But yeah, like, I feel like bitches be nitpicking with JT. Actually, earlier, guess who just nitpicked with her? I don't know if you saw it.
Ooh.
Asian dog. Talking about JT stole her whole style. Like, she tagged her on Twitter, everything. She stole my whole style, and like, JT made one little comment. She was like, damn, this really me against the whole world. And I hope she don't say nothing else, because like I said, people just want to nitpick with you, and at a certain point, you just gotta know you that bitch, you that nigga, and you ain't gotta say shit else. Like, when too many people just want to keep coming for you for no reason out of nowhere, you ain't even gotta say nothing. That's where I am in life personally, and that's why I can relate to people like Nicki and JT, who, after a while, you're gonna clap back. And the moment you clap back, that's when they want to call you the bad guy. Same thing with Nicki. Yeah. Every time somebody come out, they want to compare Nicki to them. And then, first of all, they can't compare none of these bitches to Nicki. Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, let's talk about talent, okay? Nobody's out rapping Nicki. Right. When you listen to bars, like with the whole Nicki and Meg situation, when Meg dropped the whole Megan's Law, that song wasn't even a diss. She just said Megan's Law, but we all knew who she was talking about. Yeah. Even the person she was talking about knew who she was talking about. That's why she clapped back with Bigfoot. Yeah. Now, Bigfoot was a diss. Yeah. And I'm not being biased. I'm a real music head. I listen to lyrics. I know what words mean. She ate Megan up on Bigfoot. Now, a lot of people tried to contradict Nicki and call her a mean girl and was like, Bigfoot's so weak. She sound crazy. She's losing her mind. Y'all are Nicki haters for real. Like, y'all be hating on people, because if you're a real rapper or real, like, listen to rap, everything was a bar. When I say bar, I'm talking about metaphors, sarcasm, eating Meg up. And she didn't tell not one lie. Because Megan did lie on her pussy. She did on national TV. She lied about that. She lied about getting lipo. She lied about her nose job. She lied about a lot of shit. She lied. Yeah, don't get me started on that.
Yeah, that's my next question. The Tory lady said Megan Thee Stallion shit.
I followed the case. Everybody knows. At least Tory and Shooter.
Her friend shot her.
If you follow the case, it's pure evidence that Kelsey fingerprints on the gun.
Yeah, her friend shot her.
So him getting locked up was way deeper than all that shit. You don't want to care my opinion.
Free Tory.